fantastic. And she goes, please excuse me, something is wrong. And she gets up and she goes kind of down the hallway. Does anyone want to follow her?
Where are you going? Is everything okay?
No.
Nicholas! Oh my god! She goes, yes, but something has, triggered some sort of, something, very, very suspiciously evil has entered this atmosphere. I'm going to go scry on it really quickly.
All right.
Do you need assistance?
I just realized I was muted. Shit.
Sorry.
Be careful.
So she heads off. Cam, you'd see her kind of going down the hallway, as you're walking in.
Everything okay?
Yes. Well, something has entered this planet, and it is not particularly good, so I'm going to go see what it is, in this room.
Can I come with you?
Sure, but please don't get in my way.
I could try.
She continues, kind of like half, like a nice person, like a person who doesn't like running or exercise, walks quickly down the halls. That's what she's doing.
A little bit her.
And eventually she comes into a room that has these little, floating crystal candles, kind of up into, she likes tall ceilings, into this little atrium, and in the center is a pool of pristine, crystal clear water. And she she calls for Orion. He lands on the top of her stick, and she like pounds it on the ground and shimmers in this image of a confused looking Pax just kind of looking around.
Sorry, did you say, sorry to interrupt, Miss, but did you say a great evil has entered?
Yes, it's very, you know, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just gross. It's not, it's impure.
Fuck. That's probably because that's Pax and he's died before.
I mean, I've seen plenty of undead. This is not undead.
Well, then what is he?
I'm not quite sure, but it's, you know, I put some stuff just around everywhere I go, helping me to pinpoint what's it called? Growing threats. And this one seems to have just blipped into existence and set off all the alarms around here.
Yeah, sorry, he's with us, technically.
Okay. Is he going to, are you guys going to... She kind of like looks at you, kind of like checks you out again and kind of like puts the fear that you guys can do anything out of her mind. And then she's like, okay.
Should I be offended?
You can take that however you want, but okay. Well, should I just leave him there then, or should I bring him here?
You should probably bring him here so he can't go around causing any trouble if that's something you could do.
All right. Orion, please welcome our late guest. Bird flies off, and kind of disappears, like into a little hole in the wall, out of view. And Pax, you see this bird come around the corner. It's a snowy owl,
Where
And
am I? To start
so,
off with.
oh, sorry. You were there for this. You were there for this kind of little peek.
Uh-huh.
Here, let me reply to it here because we talked a lot in this chat. This up here. So if you click that, you'll see the two pictures. So you appear on this little wooden rim surrounding this little swamp village that has a lot of like some New Orleans vibes, a lot of woodwork, stone floors. It's definitely got some sort of magic intertwined with it to keep it from sinking into the swampy surroundings.
Sure. How long has it been since they left?
It is. It's been a good couple hours.
Gotcha.
Um,
So, like, is it, like, still afternoon, or is it, like, dusk, or are we, like, going to, like, 2 a.m., or?
you're like getting into like the 12 hours right now.
Like, midnight?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
But you see this bird appear, and then it,
Hi, strange animal.
it,
This is crazy.
kind of drops this little like stick looking thing, and then it folds it open into this standing door with this little like ant looking like brass knocker on it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, you know what? Honestly, stranger things have happened.
Oh, and then it opens.
Oh, well, you know, I also
Um,
make doors that have knockers that are also handles. That's obviously kind of probably on me.
You see before you this place, and the owl kind of follows you in. This is not like the portals that you see in Sanctuary. You can see directly what's on the other side of this, and it's kind
Sure.
of like you look behind the door, there's nothing there. You look through the door, and you see this entire like castle-esque sort of place. But the owl goes through and seemingly tries to guide you into this castle.
Yep, this aligns with all the fairy tales I've read. I follow a random strange animal of a type that I don't know into a random doorway, into a random house, and I'll probably be fine. What's the worst that can happen? I get it.
But you follow this owl, and pretty quickly you find yourself in a dining room filled with your fellow compatriots.
Oh,
Welcome to the party.
hey, gang. I guess you kind of got like me over here. That's pretty cool.
You feeling better?
As you sit down, you watch Cam, who is one of the two remaining missing members of your party here. Rosaria is still unknown. And a woman with white hair, and a purple and black dress come and sit down at the table as well. The bird then goes onto her stick and forms into a palisman, which you've seen similarly to Elodie, with her steek.
Hi. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Pax.
Yes, hello. What are you?
Hammond's kind of like hiding his expression behind his hand.
You set off all of my sensors that are supposed to go off with imminent danger.
Huh. Well, I don't know why that could have happened. I kind of died a little bit ago.
Yes, I was just talking about that with Cam here, but that's not that's we see our fair share of an undead here. You are definitely not like them.
Well, like the way I got brought back was interesting circumstances. It might have been like the same force that like also has destroyed planets, mass murdered people, but like I'm good.
Yeah, You're totally fine.
Yeah,
Did you say destroys planets?
I think so, right? That's kind
Yeah,
of
we hadn't gotten to that
that
part of the explanation yet.
Ooh. Oh, well, I mean,
also something
uh,
we should probably not speak of lately of. But
I kind of thought that we all were on. I mean, when I say planets, I mean like.
Where are you going with this one,
Spheres of
Pax?
spheres of influence of
She
what
knows
are they
what
called?
planets are.
What are they called? Countries? Is that a thing?
She
You
knows
guys
what
have?
she knows what planets are.
Like, aren't countries a thing here? I've
I
never had one, so I wouldn't know. But I think, yeah, it's like countries.
I know what a planet is.
This is Arius. No, they are the was it Witch of the Cosmos? Or
Oh, I like that better actually. Yes. The Witch of the Cosmos.
Cool. Nice to meet you, Arya Snow. I'm apparently evil, but I don't feel evil. But my name's Pax. Again, it's nice to meet you. You seem nice. Thanks for the food.
You're welcome. She kind of like points her hand, and kind of a plate goes to your set at the table, so you can join in. You notice that she kind of just like continues to like steal some glances at you, just like kind of like confusing or like thinking, but she doesn't ask you outwardly any more questions.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. Do we get to any kind of food?
So there's a plethora of food. I think what I said last time was it was like some fresh caught, deer, pog, something.
Cool. So I can't get like fresh cut fish.
It's not out.
Can I like think really hard about crab?
I mean, you can. What? Nothing
Can I roll
happens.
Can I roll a D100 to see if there's crab?
When you think really
Sure.
hard about crab.
Roll a D100 to manifest crab.
What?
When you're thinking about
This game's
carcinization,
bullshit. I hate D&D.
how we will all become crabs.
You don't manifest the crab.
Fuck, it worked last time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, shut up.
I know it did.
Mhm, we all know it did. God damn it.
Incredible.
Mark and Will. Nick rolled rolled a 100 on a D100.
Mark was
Annika's-
there.
Oh yeah. The other one. Lennon and Will.
Hi.
The other
Nick-
one.
The other
Nick-
one.
Nick
How does it
Wow,
feel to be
rolled a
called
okay.
the other one? You're part of the
Fuck you
other
then.
to us.
Nick rolled a 100 on a D100 to make Matt allergic to what?
Apples.
Apples.
Yep.
It was worth it.
Why do you
Nice.
have good rolls on the most random shit?
I know, right?
Hey, don't call this random
That's
shit.
how-
It's very important.
that's
I
how
almost
fate
killed
works.
him.
Yeah, that is a very
Okay,
important
look
role.
me
That
in the
man,
eyes
that man
and
can
say that
never
it's
enjoy
important.
apples for the rest of his life. That's
Yep.
very
No.
important.
Yeah.
His boyfriend grows apples on his eyebrows.
That's not my
Who
boyfriend.
cares?
That's
I
not
don't
my
care.
boyfriend.
He's
That's
literally
not my
Hitler.
boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
That's not my
He's
boyfriend.
not. He's
What
literally
the
not.
fuck did
Okay,
you
we're
just
not.
say?
We're not getting into this. Please don't.
I'll explain
Okay,
later.
Anyways.
Jesus
Don't make that face.
You don't manifest the crab. Stay mad.
This is so sad.
This
So,
is so sad. Can I have other people roll D100 for
No.
my...
I got you.
so
Anyone else who rolls a D100 to manifest crabs, you get disadvantage on your next saving throw.
I know who's
Um,
a real one and who's not.
It's called anti-inspiration.
Can I do it again anyway and get
Unspiration.
disadvantage?
Unspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to manifest crap.
Oh no!
Unspiration.
Yes.
Quincy!
All right,
Yo, can
Haley,
we roll
Haley,
above
Haley.
double
If
digits?
your friends told you to jump, would you?
Haley,
Yeah.
can we make the agreement that if I get a 95 or above, I manifest crab?
No, it's a 100. You get a
Has to be
100.
100.
That's so
What
lame.
if he rolls a 69, Your Honor?
What the fuck?
Alright, hold on. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
You hit
I'm
these. You've
crap.
never missed. You've
Crap,
never
Jordan.
missed.
I'm the king of luck. Baby, I'm the king of RNG. My luck has never failed me before, baby. Fuck!
Want to talk about luck with the bad luck omen in the chat right now?
Okay, so that is Quincy, Zach, and Lyndon who all have inspiration. Noted.
I just think the name is funny. I wanted it.
Can I break that down?
Inspiration.
I know who's a real one and who's not.
Wow.
Wow.
Anyone
Mark, do
else?
it right now.
Mark literally hates me.
Mark, do it right now.
Better
Don't
do it, Mark.
don't peer pressure
You
him.
succeed, Mark. I know you can do it.
Mark, do it.
Mark, don't do it. Mark, don't do
Mark,
it.
you
Stand,
can be
stand
the
strong
one.
with
You can
me.
be the one to manifest
strong with
it.
me.
Mark,
Got
don't do
it.
it.
Someone needs to be bring
I-
it into existence. It could be you.
I can't.
Don't do it.
No.
No, you can't think like that.
Guys,
I'm
you don't want me
disappointed.
to have disadvantage on my rolls. I roll bad enough as
You really
is.
do.
How could you, Mark? How could you let your friends bear the burden of summoning the crab when you sit idly by and do nothing?
We could, Mark. You're literally the only one stopping us between a fun time and an even funner time at a crab rave.
So I can still have a
Thank you.
fun time.
Dude, why'd you mute him? That's actually
Anyways,
censorship.
I have a question for
This
Arya.
is propaganda.
Okay. Yes, Cam.
Um, so
Don't give in.
Cam's gonna ask Arya. He says, "So you're a witch of the cosmos, right?"
Yes.
So we are all from very different places, taken to a weird place called the Sanctuary by a blue guy. We don't know his name, or do we? Looks at Puckna.
Are we all together in the
no,
room
we
now?
just. Yes, we all.
Except for Rosario. Rosario's not there.
The only thing. Well, we call him the Blue Man simply because he's a blue person.
Objectively,
all.
we're not wrong.
We aren't. But like, I have so many questions about this
I'm
person,
gonna
yet
say
he
this is
refuses
Nate,
to
not
appear.
Aslo.
Yeah, so he brought us to Sanctuary and then dipped, and we don't know where he is. But we're all trying. True.
We haven't seen him since he's brought us there, so.
True. But we're all trying to get home, and I was just wondering if you knew any ways to like open portals to other worlds, and you can send us home.
Well, from what Arya told or has said, they've tried to reach other worlds, but haven't done it correctly, or wasn't able to. Is that correct or incorrect?
Hold on.
Hmm?
Say that again. Dan was answering a question.
Say what now?
what
You
What are
repeat
you
and say what you
asking?
were saying.
What are you asking, Arya? Sorry.
Can she open portals to our homes, or help us find our homes, basically?
I
Well,
believe.
no. I can open portals. They can only be in this galaxy as of right now.
I imagine
Yeah.
it has to be a place you visited before, right?
That's one theory. I'm trying to here, I'll roll a history check just
I have a
for-
question. What's a galaxy?
I feel like we've had this
Um,
discussion before.
I know what like a solar system
Definitely.
is, but
It's
I
like
don't know
a-
what a
Discussion.
galaxy is.
I just
Look
kind
around.
of.
A collection of solar systems? Is
It
that-
Oh, okay.
is just a bunch of solar system.
At this
Okay,
point,
so it's probably like 10 solar systems.
when they're talking about something I don't understand, I assume
You're muted, by the way, Quincy.
they're talking. Hmm?
What?
What?
No.
No, she's
No?
not.
No,
Nick,
she's
you're
not.
what?
Let me turn down.
Yeah, fix my mic real quick.
When they're talking about something I don't understand, I assume they're talking about something in space. So I just
Oh, there
kind
you
of
go.
nod and smile.
So
Yeah.
think of it.
Smile.
Think of it this way. So we are here in well, I don't actually know where this town is called.
Wait. Shit. What's up?
Looks at Puckna.
I actually did not get the name of the town you were in. No, no,
Puckna,
no,
you're
not
failing me.
Well, I would tell you, but that's the thing. I have this planet written down as Bog because I don't know the name of the planet and I haven't gotten any names to associate it with. Actually, the town is named Zelia. Gosh, I should have just you see him immediately open his book and
Yes.
oh, it's Zelia.
Are you
Gosh.
supposed to be a librarian?
I am. Are you claiming?
You are a
Yes.
librarian,
Yeah.
I
Haknad,
am a
as I
librarian.
see.
Wait. If Zalia's
Come
named the
on.
town, what's
Um,
the... Oh, okay.
So this yes, the town that I had the whole little puzzle thing at is Zelia. This planet is called Estotha.
Estotha.
Buckner's writing that down.
Alright. I will not write
How
that
do you
down.
spell that?
Cam nods approvingly.
I put it in campaign general. Estotha. But then if you think about it, this place is not actively in Estotha. It's actually on a little planet in the same solar system. It's a little less humanoid inhabited. It's more creature inhabited. But I don't like people, so it's very easy to build something here. There are a
What's
couple
like
other
that?
solar systems. Most of them are pretty useless. I think there's about 108 solar systems, each with different numbers of planets. And I know, but if you take, so you have a planet, and then all of the planets that are circling in the same little thing. the same
Pax is
little
writing all of
system.
this down.
Yes, the same little system. That's called a solar system, usually
Okay.
because there's a star in the center.
Okay.
Big ball of gas.
They
and then you
could they
take.
can also be around other big things, but they're typically
Yes.
around zones.
Okay.
I'm just nodding. I'm just like,
And then if you
Yes.
take all of those different solar systems,
Okay.
and then you kind of put them like all of your little stalks of flowers, you wrap them in one bundle. That
Mhm.
bundle is a galaxy.
Okay.
Theoretically, well, I know there's other bundles. I don't know how to get to the next galaxy. That is what all of my research is focused on right now.
So
Which is
Haley.
why you guys are very odd. Yes.
has, in my memory, have I traversed to other galaxies?
No.
Okay, good to know.
You've only traversed different solar systems.
Gotcha.
So did you say that there was another planet inhabited by like more humanoids in this solar system? Or did I mishear that?
No, you heard correctly. There's a couple. This one is my favorite. It's where I'm from, but I have a preference for the ones that are more inhabited by winged creatures or four-legged creatures or creatures that won't talk to me.
yeah, I can agree with that. Now, are there any humanoids living here besides you, of course?
On this planet in particular, not that I'm aware of.
Cool.
I think at one point, a couple hundred years ago, there was a little, like a little start of a little civilization of like these little flower people.
Ah.
But I don't know what. I
Maybe,
haven't visited them a while.
maybe they've gone underground if you can't see them.
Oh, that's a really good point. I
What-
don't do that much.
What's the name of the planet that Zelia's on?
That's Estotha.
Oh, that's Estotha as well. Okay.
Yes, not as well. Estotha is the one that you guys came from, which was
Gotcha.
where Zelia is from.
Gotcha. Cool. So this is a different planet. Got it.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
In all your travels, all of my travels, one thing I found rather strange was no matter where we went, we all spoke a common language. Is that also true between planets that you've traveled to?
I've noticed that the languages will differ in slang, particularly.
Cam's nodding along to all of
In
this.
this galaxy, yes, the common is very similar, but I imagine that the brand new flower people that were just starting to come up would not have developed that exact common language. At least not yet.
Yes, but how is...
I guess.
For all we know, we all could be infinitely far apart from each other, yet when we first met, all of us could perfectly understand each other. Isn't that strange?
I mean, it's probably like the song of the world. I mean, they're all different melodies and tunes, but they all use the same notes.
The
Trying to
joke,
find a common rhythm.
the joke is past by now, but I wanted to say, I guess you could say the flower civilization is still a budding community. I'm sorry, it was right there. I had
That's
to.
funny.
I had
She
to.
covers her mouth to keep from laughing, but you can
Just
tell
doing
she's
a
very she's very chuffed.
Good.
But
By the way,
No. Sorry,
I-
go ahead, Pax.
I was just gonna say, did I ever get what the song of this world was sounded
no,
like?
I was going to mention that it's very rich, has a lot of layers. It's very it's got some flute in it to create some more ethereal sounds, but as far as you can tell, this is the most healthy world that you've been to so far.
Awesome.
So,
Oh god. You're good.
Aria, we've, on some of the other worlds that Sanctuary leads to, we've encountered this evil shadow stuff, which also happens to have been part of the reason that Pax...
He was pointing at Pax.
Yeah, part of the reason that Pax died. If we were to bring you a sample of it, could you possibly help us figure out what it is?
Yes, I'd actually very much prefer if you could. I would like to make sure that whatever he is, I don't want more of them. No offense.
Don't we have a sample right here?
I think it's back at the lab.
I think it's back to the lab. But
Put it on the top
No,
shelf.
I mean I'm pointing at Pax.
oh, Lamau.
Yes, but you said he wasn't always like this? He died first?
Yeah.
Most undead were alive in the first place.
Yes, but his factor is not being undead, it's being this shadow ick that you say exists. I could take some samples from you.
I know I didn't come back in the coolest way, but do we have to call me evil and shadow ick?
Well, hold on. That brings
I'm
up
being
Facts are
objective.
facts.
that brings up a good question, Pax.
Yeah.
What happens when you cut? Do you bleed at all?
I don't know. Do we want
Well-
to find out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have to.
Do you
be
need
that
a dagger? I
enthusiastic.
have one.
She
Hey, not
holds
at dinner.
both
not
her
at dinner.
hands out. Two ice knives form in her hands. Like,
Not at dinner, please.
Yeah, Elodie, at least I didn't bring mine out.
Yeah, I don't
Jeez.
have any weapons really left, so I'd have to borrow one.
oh, what happened to your weapons?
I threw them away.
Why?
I didn't want to hurt people anymore. I only have my staff, but it's used to be a spear, but
She kind
it's
of,
tough.
Elodie kind of puts her hand on her chest and covers it up.
Arya looks to her left. Is anyone sitting there?
I mean, Cam's probably sitting pretty close to her because he came in with her around the same time.
No, I would beg to say Puckna is, because
Mm.
they first sat down together.
Okay.
She
So,
kind
yeah,
of side-eyes
Puckna-
you, Puckna, like, what the fuck?
They say Puckna, like, there's a plate of food in front of him. He's holding, like, a breadstick, and while, like, also holding his journal and writing in it. It's like, shrugs.
I feel like he has the breadstick in his mouth while he's writing.
Yeah.
like an anime girl.
Well,
Okay.
I wasn't gonna say that.
We can test some stuff after dinner. I would like to get a sample, but if you have a more pure sample, I would like that too.
I've got a couple back at our home base. But there was also, so in this one city that we went to, it was called hold on.
Tranquil?
Yes, Tranquil.
Or Akimon.
Yeah, or Akivan. There was well, I lost a competition to successfully get married, and I was sent into this ship with this group of people, and all of a sudden an inky black creature of darkness crawled through, and it looked very similar to what caused Pax to get the black eyes and the marks on his face.
I see. Looks like these. So it is infectious, whatever it is.
I have samples from the bat creature, the part of this large ant queen who had bits of her infected. And
Well,
We
We've
didn't
also
think
got the
that was the
tooth.
same thing.
we thought that was a type of fungal infection, correct?
Yeah, the conclusion we reached was that the queen was not the same.
are we sure?
Not positive, but nonetheless, with the resources here, I think it would be a good idea to see if someone could find a cure for that in this world.
That would
We've
be
also
awesome.
got a cursed tooth that was probably the
We're not
cause of the
taking that out.
sludge.
I don't suppose you have the ability to destroy powerful magic items, do you?
Yes, probably.
Religious artifacts.
I don't know about that. I mean, I can destroy magical items.
That thing is
But-
not magical. in
No, but
nature.
it is cursed.
I mean, I can try if you'd like me to. But
Does this destroying require being in contact with the object?
yes.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
convenient.
we're
Yeah.
not,
See,
we're
you
not
really
doing that.
shouldn't do that. That's
Yeah,
it's quite a bad idea, I would
That's
say.
not happening.
Okay.
I don't know, guys.
You would
Totally fine.
try to yank out your tooth and squish it in there.
Oh, ew. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't want that at all.
Pretty bad.
What the?
Wait,
Man, shit, this
wait,
voice is so
hold
dumb
on.
right now.
Cam,
What?
when they pulled the tooth out of your mouth, there was like this black goop.
Oh, no, I don't want to think about
Do you
that.
still
No.
bleed that, or do you bleed red?
I don't know. I haven't stabbed myself recently to find out.
Looks like we're up to 2 people being stabbed.
Great.
How are you guys not getting constantly cut and wounded? I don't understand.
It happened yesterday, Elodie.
Yeah, we haven't really had to fight.
Yes, and
Oh wait,
people fall
shit,
down.
no.
You know.
How did I bleed during the elephant trial? Because I got hit a lot.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
You got hit a lot by Q, Lamau.
we punched you a bunch, but
I would
Bleeding from the nose.
I would
Was
say.
Was it
I would
bludgeoning instead of slashing?
Either way, you'd be able to see the bruises.
Yeah.
And they do bubble up black. Instead of
so
purple, which would be blue mixed with red.
So your blood is black.
Yes.
Chrono looking ass. Hello. That's a niche reference. I'm sorry.
So we could still do a bit of testing though. I still don't fully know what's up with it. Dinner's delicious, by the way. I thought I'd say that. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
let's change the subject.
How
I'm
about
glad.
the weather?
Is that rhetorical?
Huh?
Is
Yes,
that
it's rhetorical.
Okay.
Just to be
I
clear,
read it somewhere, or actually, I saw it somewhere on TV once that people on planets typically ask about the weather a lot. So
Interesting.
Elodie's eyes will like dart to Pax, and she's just gonna like be like looking at him, trying to gauge what's going on.
while he's eating.
Yeah.
He's just looking at his food.
Alright.
Is he eating his food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pax is just a guy, everybody. I don't know why y'all are.
He is not
amazed.
just a guy.
No, he's
Garrett
not.
is just a guy.
He's just a normal
Pax is
dude.
not just a guy.
He's a dead guy.
He's.
so
Hey.
since we're changing
Dude.
the subject, just to be clear, you guys said that you don't know what Mr. Blue Man's name is. Did he
We
not
do.
tell
Aslo,
it to
right?
you?
He did
Yeah,
not-
like
He
it's
did not tell
Aslo.
me.
Didn't we figure that out in the notebook?
I swear we do that.
No, that Puckna. I distinctly know Puckna does not know that. He's never been told that person's name. He was never
Yeah.
told.
I thought it had come up. I just don't think Cam was there. That's why I hadn't looked at
I
Puckna
don't
when he asked.
remember when it was talked about because
Like,
I
if
didn't
I knew, I
mention
would
it
have
at the
written it down.
time because I didn't remember if we've talked about it before. Because I know Q knows his name. I don't know who else does, or if we've ever. I can't imagine that hasn't come up in conversation before.
I can
I-
almost swear that in the infirmary we found a notebook that mentioned Aslo.
Well, Puckna
As well
has
as the name
Puckna has
Sanctuary.
a journal written by Aslo.
Well, then you know his name.
No, I know he has a journal named written by Aslo. I didn't. There's no connection between this journal and the Blue Man.
I think we're just under the assumption until proven otherwise.
Well-
No, I know for a fact that his name is that.
No, no,
I think
my-
we're just under the assumption. It's a really like vague theory, probably.
No,
and
well,
it's
no.
gonna
Well,
take a lot of
my
time to
point is,
kind
I've
of-
never. As the only time Puckna's heard the name Aslo was when he was reading this journal by him. He's never. He doesn't. I don't remember, and he doesn't remember because I would have written down in my journal.
Pax makes intuitive leaps, but Q literally has heard his name, so it's fine.
Yeah, like I know that Puckna
Pax
has
has
not
a
heard
brain.
Q.
Pax is
Puckna
what?
has not heard Q mention Aslo is the Blue Man. So
What'd you say, Will?
Puckna has a brain, unlike Q. Or not Puckna, Pax.
Mhm.
Puckna might as well. Who knows?
maybe.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really talk to him much.
All of
It
this
just-
discussion is happening in front of Mrs. NPC.
Well,
That's
but
fine.
so
I don't know why I called her Mrs. NPC. Anyway.
so wait, have you just was that
What's
like
an
in character you
NPC?
confirmed Aslo is the writer of the journal?
No, yeah, we know that for a fact. Yes, if you did not know that already, I'm telling you that now.
Then I think Pax will turn to Q and say, yeah, did he like tell you anything besides his name? I mean, he just kind of showed up and said, I can take you to safety. I can kind of push you along the way. I can grant you a wish.
Whoa, you got a wish?
That's unfair. He spent a good long couple days making me feel like there was a person who wanted to listen to me talk, and then vanished immediately.
Wait. So, Pax, you
That's
got a
fine.
wish,
Yeah.
and Cam, did you not?
No.
I only saw him for like 5 minutes.
I know.
Same here.
Actually, I think I only saw him for like 1 minute because the atmosphere on that planet.
Yeah.
I saw him for 5 seconds.
He's like, "Come with me if you want to find your dad," and like, of course. So I took his hand. Looking back at it, probably a dumb idea, but I was great.
I mean,
I could
personally,
say-
if
I mean,
Go ahead.
I only talked to him for like 5 minutes too.
I only
Probably like
Was-
5 days for me.
He asked me a single sentence, I replied, and that's all that I have met with this man. It was
to be
less
honest,
than 10
I
seconds.
barely remember talking to him. I was kind of freaking out at the time. And the
I,
planet was falling apart. So,
mine wasn't that bad. It's just the only people had gone missing, and he was just at a random outcropping, and I ran into him, and then he was like, "Hey, what do you wish for?" And I was like, "He's like, it could be anything," and I was like, "I want to see the sun." He laughed a bit, and then put me here, and the rest is history.
you don't think he was, I don't know, maybe the person kidnapping people?
If so, I don't know why he didn't kidnap me along with the rest of everybody else and put me with them. I'm not really special. Or at least I wasn't then.
Arya just kind of makes a face and then keeps eating.
Does that name mean anything to you, Mrs. Witch of the Cosmos?
Aslo?
Yes.
Not that I know of. And if somebody was able to jump galaxies, as you all say, then I feel like I would very much remember him.
Well, do we know for a fact that we're all from different galaxies? Because that doesn't seem like something that we could prove.
Well, you guys definitely aren't from here.
I've never been
Um,
to
And you're
any worlds
familiar-
like your guys'.
And are you familiar with all 100 and how many? 108?
Yes.
Interesting. Let me ask you a question. Do all of these worlds have a pantheon of deities that are worshipped on them?
Not particularly. For example, this one that we're on right now, Varsus. If I don't think the creatures around us. I don't think the creatures around us worship anything. As for Stotha, I don't think so.
How do we spell this planet's name?
It's in Campaign General. What's Campaign General? As for Stotha, I don't think so. There have been a couple different pantheons across the other 3 established humanoid colonies, or settlings. But all of
And
them were different, I'd say.
can I ask her to start naming some various gods and see if I recognize any of them?
Oh god. It would be easier if after dinner you came with me and we could look at the notes on those. I don't remember them off the top of my head. But
If
it
waiting is optimal, that's fine.
okay.
I know I've kind of made canon in my head, but like, is it actually canon that there aren't any like pantheons of deities where I'm from?
I can check.
Because I know Cam didn't believe in gods until it was like literally right in front of him.
Yes. So there are, just like Arya is describing, there were a lot of different religions. So there were some with these very large pantheons. There were some with these tiny pantheons. There were monotheistic stuff. There was a ton of stuff. You particularly, I don't think you grew up
He's
with
just an
any...
atheist.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think Cam didn't really grow up with anything. But there's a plethora of stuff to believe in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, did anybody else want to talk over stuff at dinner, or did we want to kind of do some of the testing and research and kind of finish towards that?
Oh, I always have more questions, but that's here or there.
I mean, I'm down to keep eating, but it seems we have perhaps some more lines to connect the dots with. So,
where's Rosaria, by the way? Is
Playing
she
on the
not
floor
here?
in the other room.
oh,
Cool.
Pex, that's a good. Okay, so Rosaria. How do I put this? Our friend here showed us a creature in a little bottle.
Yeah.
What does the creature do? Do you not know?
Really?
I'm looking to
I think Kaylee's gone. Oh, she's back.
Hello?
Hello?
You're back? You lied down
Hey,
for a second, I
cool.
think.
Yeah, no, I did.
I
Continue.
look
Sorry. I heard you,
yeah.
so.
Arya, do you know what the creature did or does? Like what its function is, or what it's holding?
The little one that I had in the bottle.
Yes.
Not yet. I just recently acquired it, actually, but, well, relatively recently. The only thing I've really figured out about it is that it was found in a space that I normally can't reach. which is very odd. That's why I'm calling it more like the void, I guess.
So, like, didn't Rosaria describe it like a black hole? Or a worm?
Yes, but I'm not 100%
Wormy hole?
certain that the black hole, wormhole, black hole, same thing, I think. That's why I'm doing a little more research about it, because it's kind of new.
Wait, did you say this worm came from a black hole?
So wouldn't it be a wormhole
Possibly.
then?
Possibly.
Can you not pun?
No,
Right.
no, it wasn't a. It was not a pun. It's like how rabbits come out of rabbit holes. I feel like it makes
Possibly.
sense.
Do you not know what wormholes are?
No. How would I know what they are?
Yeah, just holds his head in his hands.
What? I slept in a nest growing up. Why do you think that I would know what that is?
I don't know. I thought it was common knowledge. I am redefining common knowledge talking to you guys, okay?
Have you seen this guy? I gestured to Pax.
He's like,
yeah, I
rolling
know.
over his food and looks up.
You're fine. Keep eating.
Alright, I have a shard of shadow glass, which comes from an explosion of a black hole. I don't know if that would help you at all, but it's in my gun, so I'm not gonna like keep it. But you can study it if you'd like.
I would love to take a look at it after dinner.
Fair enough.
I am sorry about being strict about dinner. I will lose track of the days if I don't break up my meals.
You don't get outside at all?
Well, I do, but everything has a different sunrise, sunset, hours, time of day, etc. And then add that onto the multiple years. Things kind of just...
Yeah, I understand.
You're going from one planet to the next. Sometimes times are completely different. Sometimes days are completely different. Sometimes a day is 14 hours instead of 24. You know, it can mess with a person's sleep schedule.
I suppose.
Max goes, wait, aren't we eating dinner at midnight right now? Nick, are you okay, bro? You seem like you're suffering a little bit. Or are you just vibing?
I'm laying down.
Okay.
This is my resting face just looks like I'm in somewhat
You look
discomfort.
very sad.
Okay.
No, this is literally like, here, watch this. Same face?
No.
Okay, anyways.
Oh.
Okay, anyways. If anybody else has any questions, you're feel free to ask those. Otherwise, we will move to anything you guys want to do after dinner.
Like I said, I have plenty of questions, but I'll just ask one more. Earlier you said that you've never seen anything like Calibri. Does none of the planets here have anything of like clockwork sciences or machinery?
I'd say no. All of the things around here, all of the civilizations are quite heavily magical dependent. This one's the least magic dependent, I'd say.
Interesting.
This one, the one that you guys just came from, Estotha. The magic there seems to be waning a little bit, compared to previous, generations.
It's the least magical. Interesting. Sorry.
I would expect nothing less than pure curiosity from a librarian.
Well, of course.
But yes, I'm finished eating if the rest of you are. Would you like to move on to anything?
I wanted to ask you about your palisman.
Ah, yes.
Did you carve him?
Yes, of course.
Now, where I come from, they're not super common, palismans, but yet my father and I and our family, for generations, carve palismans, but yours look a lot more advanced than mine. Why do you think that could be?
I wonder if it has anything to do with just the curation of magic. For example, making a palisman one generation and then the next and the next and the next, it slowly develops. You keep saying just you and your dad. I'm assuming that your witch history doesn't go back much further.
I've genuinely never asked. I just kind of assumed that things were the way they were because it was the way it was. I don't know. Well, so that kind of brings me to another question of mine. Do you deal with curses quite a bit?
Mostly curses inflicted by other witches, yes.
Would you be able to tell if something was inflicted by a witch?
I got piss champed.
I'd say so. Wow, it's been a while since you've been piss champed.
So there's this thing that's been in my family for generations, as far back as we know, and it's I would say I consider it a medical condition. Other people call it a curse, but could you kind of tell me if it's caused by a witch?
Yes, probably. What is it? She kind of like leans over and kind of like, what is
Wait, she's asking me what my medical condition is.
it?
I lean in. When I make contact with water, I turn into a frog.
Oh my.
But like,
So I think
not like a little frog, like the typical like frog, but like a bipedal frog beast.
Interesting.
Ham's
Okay.
just kind of shaking his head, just thinking, we all already know. Okay.
Well, if you would like, I do have a smaller room. It might help if the curse is active, and then we can try to trace it.
I mean, sure, it's always at least partially active. I can just kind of. I feel like sometimes the residuals of it come through when I'm. But yes, we can do that if you'd like. Yes.
Sounds good.
We don't have to do it now, though. If you want to handle some other things.
Well, I think I'm done with dinner. What about the rest of you?
Is there-
I might want.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I might want to try something. Do you have like a cleaning closet that you locked yourself out of for a while, or you sort of like locked door that you need unlocked?
What?
Never mind. Cam, you go. What was your thing?
I was just gonna ask if there's like anything on the like loose on the table that I could take and hand to Rosaria if he turns out to be hungry later.
Yeah, there's plenty.
Okay.
Okay. Um. All right. Well, let us start with um. I'm sorry, ma'am. You've been banned from the Olive Garden. Okay. If you would like to do a couple things, I would like to go check on your friend first.
Please do, yes.
Okay.
And I'll come with you.
I can.
Anyone who wants to follow me to do that or do any experiments or testing, you can follow me. Otherwise, you guys can follow Orion, and he will take you to a like a little sitting room that I have.
I
Two definitely is following.
I race to where Rosaria is. I'm going to do a little jog.
Little
Over there.
jog,
Oh.
little froggy joggy.
A little froggy joggy.
I think Pax will go to the sitting room.
Actually, you're not allowed to do that because I need some samples from you. Anyone else is free though, except for you. She points to Elodie.
Oh, well.
Didn't you also want a sample from him?
Yes,
Or was
and
that
you.
just Elodie?
Just you three. Everyone else is welcome to come. But these three are they don't have a choice. Okay.
Awesome.
Was
All right,
planning on coming anyway.
let's go this way. And she will head out towards the little atrium research lab that you guys were in the first place. Who is going to the sitting room? Anyone?
Doing well.
Flint, are you going along with Arya? Is Flint back? That's why I'm like.
I don't think he's back.
Okay, Flint is going to the sitting room until he gets back. All right, we're going to go off. Rosaria, what have you been doing?
Sleeping.
Okay, is that it?
Ah.
Okay. So we're going to enter the room. Rosaria is still lying on the floor. Are you a dog or a person right now?
Person.
Okay. Okay, well, glad to see he's not getting into any trouble, although I kind of knew, but all right, well, should I wake him up or just leave him there?
We can carry him to the sitting room.
Yeah, I think he's okay. Okay,
Seems rude
well,
to wake him up.
all right, let's gather some samples. Elodie, if you want a separate room, you can go down just this hallway and to the right. There should be a little room for you. Although you might have to get water from across the way first, and then you'll figure it out.
You can't say it out loud. Or whatever. I'm just gonna pick up a
Literally, we already know, Elodie. We've had this conversation.
I don't think Pax knows. He wasn't here.
Pax,
I didn't tell him.
Elodie, I was one of the first people to notice that when water got on you, you changed color.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
And I just didn't say anything.
Wow, that's polite. That's really polite of you. I'm sorry. It's just like, I don't know, it's always been kind of taboo to talk about. So it's weird, like, having people be so casual about it.
I mean,
Em just kind of shrugs. I mean, I've met weirder people, Elodie, to be completely honest. I mean, you met the crazy guy in my head, so, like...
Yeah, like, I'm literally apparently pure evil and malice, according to Arya. Or at least partially.
I don't think
so,
that's
like,
true.
Pure and partially are two very different things.
Well, I'm partially pure malice.
Well, your heart is still good.
It beats blackish blood.
With love.
Yeah, but it's good at it.
Okay,
Anyways,
I appreciate
Elodie,
the sentiment.
I just want you to know that this is not the worst curse I've seen, nor the... Well, actually, how many generations back did you say this goes?
Um, I don't. I mean, I don't know. It's been so long that we kind of lost count. It. So like genuinely, I don't know. I'd have to ask Basil or my my dad, but Basil is asleep and Dad is somewhere.
I see. Okay. Well, it might be the longest lasting curse I've ever seen. Or it might not.
I,
Just can't
I
remember,
mean,
so.
so what was rumored to be the way that we were supposed to break it is by um, healing a certain number of people, but we do so much healing every day. You would think we would have reached that number by now if the curse goes back by generations. So I don't even know if that's true at this point. But here you can look, and I take a couple water notes. I am the smaller and a frog.
Oh, how interesting.
I look up.
Okay, well that definitely looks to be a curse, yes. Do you mind if I, do you have mucus of some sorts?
Yeah, lots of it. Plenty to spare. Please,
Okay,
allow me.
so... she kind of like turns her head a little bit and then goes and gets a little vial and
should
hands
we
it
be
to you.
watching this?
No, it's fine. Here, Pax.
I'm Stitty.
So, how? This is going to be an odd question.
Sure.
So, do you mind pain?
Do I mind pain?
Yes.
Yeah, it hurts like really
Okay.
bad.
Okay. Well, okay, maybe I.
What if we heal? I'm not gonna
It's
get.
it still
Okay.
hurts.
That's understandable.
Okay, she's going to turn to her workbench and going to make a little concoction for a second, and it kind of mixes a couple colors and then kind of fades into like this like golden yellowy in a little shot glass. And then she hands
Okay.
it to you and she goes, can I have your hand?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, drink this.
Oh, okay, cool. What is it? So he
Um,
drinks it.
Okay, the moment he takes it, she's going to take this little like needle, prick his finger and fill a little tiny vial. And it shouldn't hurt at all. Roll a
Uh-huh.
con save at advantage.
I have +3. 22.
Good thing that was advantage. Okay, so you got none of the adverse side effects. Good. And then she
Oh,
turns around
what?
and she sticks this little vial into her little cupboard that goes somewhere. You guys aren't quite sure. And then
Is that it?
okay. Yes, I'm just going to have that for later. Oh, also, can you do this? She hands you a little swab and she goes, just kind of like stick that around in your mouth. A little bit. And then stick it
Sure.
into that. Okay.
Okay.
Elodie, is that vial full?
Yeah, it's been full. Do you need more?
No, I think that's good. Okay, and she's going to draw a little small, significantly smaller than the runes that she drew earlier to search for your dad, check if he was dead, etc., etc. It's kind of like this big, maybe. And then she takes the vial, and it's straight up just on her floor. And she takes the
Awesome.
vial, and she, and it just splatters on the floor.
It takes a little bit of time to come out of the tube. It kind of.
She put like a ketchup bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sorry
That's
about
good.
that.
Okay.
It's a sticky kind of day.
Oh.
It's
Different kind of. Okay.
yeah. It's really moist outside.
And she kind of like whistles. Orion comes flying, and she sticks her stick in the ground. She does her magical stuff. And you see the runes glow with this like light orange light, and then it goes to a light green, and then it gets super bright, and then looks like it just popped like a. Despite it not being a light bulb, it looks like the light bulb just exploded, and it just immediately goes completely dark. She goes, "Oh,
And a good O or a bad O?
oh,
Oh.
oh."
Oh.
Okay. So some good news. I found out that it wasn't a witch that put this curse on you.
And the bad news.
Okay.
I don't know what did,
Damn it!
but it is something
Stomps her little frog feet.
pretty strong. Something that I don't think I've come into direct contact before, but I should.
I mean, you can
you
keep studying
can
that
you-
thing.
Can you fill this?
Oh.
again?
Yeah. Would
Okay,
you rather have
okay.
stomach bile?
Oh, here's another one for that. Yes.
All right.
I'll leave you to it.
This is reminding me of my mom's lab.
She goes back to. Okay, Pax, did you get that little thingy? With the swab.
Yeah, here you go.
Okay, perfect. And then she'll put that one back in the cabinet too. And then finally she'll go over to you, Cam.
Oh,
Ew.
great, my turn.
The shadow glass.
Oh, yeah. Just don't break it. It's extremely fragile and it means a lot. So
Okay. I
he'll
am not
open up
prone to
the
breaking things.
he'll open up the container holding the shadow glass
Is
and
my music fucking loud? Sorry, I just noticed this. Continue.
and he'll hand it to her. He says, Elodie also mentioned something about wanting me to bleed because I was under that curse. Do you need that or no?
Wanting you to bleed? Why?
I
To
don't know.
see
To
if
see if
the-
my blood is black.
Yeah, because he shoved a bad thing
Okay, it wasn't willing that I did that.
that
for
caused
the record.
it caused the goop.
Okay. Okay, give me a second. She'll whip up another one of her little yellow concoction.
Great.
Here you go.
I have to drink this. Didn't you
Just
say there
like,
were side effects?
just like throw it. It's okay. Just like throw it back.
Okay.
Throw it back,
Sure.
Cam. Yes.
Okay.
He drinks it.
Come on,
Okay.
Cam.
And
Come on.
she cuts your hand. And it bleeds red. Or whatever color you're normally bleeding. I don't know if it's red. I'm assuming it
It's
is.
red. Yeah.
Okay. And then
Great. What was in
please
that?
roll Constitution save with advantage.
Okay. What's it gonna do? 15. I don't have great constitution. I was expecting this. I rolled a 3 and a 12.
Okay. She looks at you, like back at your face, and her face goes like blank, and she goes, "Okay, now don't panic. The side effects do go away quite soon."
What?
As you guys are looking, you guys see two ears.
Two cat ears.
They're like wolf ears,
What?
yeah.
Cam.
Spice
What?
moment.
What?
As a frog, hop onto your back and pull your
Oh,
ears.
get off me, you're slimy.
I pull
Ow!
the ears.
You
Get off!
notice
You got ears! Wait, hold on. Do you have two sets of ears? I
By
lift your hair up
chance.
and look.
yes.
Are we still in the room where Rosaria is sleeping?
Yes.
Can I retrieve the camera from Rosaria?
I mean, I don't see why not.
I'm gonna put bunny ears behind his
Can
additional
He's
set
still
of ears.
trying to get you off.
No,
Well,
I am stuck
I'm
to
at-
you. You cannot get me off.
While attempting to not allow Cam to see me, can I take a picture of Cam?
Roll a sleight of hand check, I'd say.
Sounds good.
Against my passive perception.
Yes.
Oh, you could see Puckna's clearly
Oh.
writing something down.
Yo, mod 0.
Good luck detaching me from your back.
Get off, Elodie.
Good luck.
Yeah, you take a picture and the flash is on.
Yeah,
You
that
You
makes
just
sense.
hear
Take my
a
picture.
you just hear a
Oh, that's
Did
a
you
good
take my
one.
picture?
kind of like comes out.
Did you just take my picture?
You'll have to show me that one
Looks
later.
good on you, yeah.
Get off, Elodie.
I'm
putting the
trying. I'm
camera
trying.
back.
Hold on. Back up next to the wall. Hold on. Get close to the wall.
So do I or do I not have ears? I'm very confused.
You have two sets of ears. Get close to the wall. When you get close to the wall, I put one. I get one hand on the wall and then one foot on the wall, and I'm like, all right, run,
What?
run.
I'll move quickly.
With a
What does that
a
mean?
detach from your
I
back.
think she's just really sticky.
Just really sticky.
I'm gonna have to wash these clothes now.
It'll come off with a couple washes.
A couple.
I have a little solution that my dad made. I have in my little adventure bag. I keep it with me just in case. It should help wash it out.
Awesome.
I don't have very much.
So
of it,
I have
but
ears.
They look lovely.
they're very
Really,
nice.
I'd love to see the picture.
Very fluffy. Very soft to the touch.
Fluffy. I don't do fluffy.
Come on, Cam.
By the way, Arya, did you say you had some records and stuff that we could look over? I know I was curious, but I know Pugna was interested as well.
Yes, those would be in my library. Although I guarantee it is not as nice as your library.
I'm sure it's fine. Do you mind if I go take a look?
Yes. Hold on. Let me just I'm just going to hold this for a little, Cam.
And it's the shadow glass. And as she's walking you guys down, you see her hands kind of lighting up, like she's casting a detect magic or some sort of identify, etc., etc. But
Puckna would definitely follow for going to the library.
yes,
Cam's gonna stay with the shadow glass.
So everyone, the shadow glass is going to the library.
Okay, then he's going to the library.
I believe.
So where's my?
So who all has seen my ears?
Everybody.
Pretty sure everybody but Flint at this point. Flint back.
Before Q goes to follow to the library, could she check and make sure that Rosaria's still okay?
Yes. So Rosaria's been lying on the floor the entire time, sleeping.
He's just asleep and not injured, right?
Right.
And I open my eyes.
Sure.
Oh, and I'll speak to Q in her head. I don't like this bitch.
Yikes.
Q vocally laughs and then remembers, oh wait, I don't need to do that out loud, and then speaks mentally. Says, yeah. I can't say I entirely disagree. She didn't do anything, right?
I mean, she cast a spell on me.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh. But as much as I don't like her, she can still help you. I know you're worried about the queen.
Yeah, but I'm not exactly content with just doing literally anything in order to get help from that. I'm sure that I could figure that out by myself with a long enough period of time. I just don't know how much time that I have.
Yeah. I just thought, you could give her some of that fungus or whatever that's been collected and then,
Mhm.
go from there. But if you want to do it yourself, I understand because Who knows?
I'm probably gonna ask her about it just because she seems rather knowledgeable. But I don't really want to be spending too much time here.
I agree.
Something about that feels weird.
Mm-hmm. She's so eager to help us.
Which is strange because the person who brought us here to the sanctuary originally was the opposite of eager to help us.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be fine sitting here for now, or?
And I can come along, but
I mean, it seems when you're asleep, she's not bothering you, so I can't blame you for wanting to chill.
that is true. If I feel like I'm getting too annoyed, I'll just leave. You know, we can
Mhm.
always just leave. So
Fair
unless
enough.
she's blocking us, which is always something.
That would be a large issue, but
Yeah.
it seems like the kind of magics that are powering our teleportation are beyond what she understands, so
Yeah. Well,
maybe if we're lucky, it's not something she's familiar with. I guess we could find out.
don't tell that to her face. I feel like she'd get offended.
Wouldn't it be awkward if there's surveillance devices in here?
If she can read our minds, then jeez.
Yeah. Then we have more stuff to worry about. Yeah, either way. If stuff happens and you need someone to know about it, just tell me.
Okay.
I'll come back. Also, there's probably an amusing picture that you'd want to see on your camera.
Oh, did you take the picture out? It's a Polaroid.
I don't know how cameras work. I just hit the button like you told me to.
Okay, there's a little piece of paper that hangs out.
Oh, that's what that does.
Yeah, that's the picture.
How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it should be in there, so don't worry about it. Anyway, I should probably go before she gets suspicious, but let me know if you need help. And then Q's gonna follow.
While we're walking, Puckna would have one question for Arya.
Go on.
I would like to mention, like, Puckna, basically the
Face,
entire.
Haley. Sorry, Mark.
No, it's fine.
I was just gonna say you're making a face, Haley.
Yeah,
And then died.
that cheesecake is miserable.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That was fine.
Dang.
Do you want the rest of it?
Like the entire time we were walking, actually, basically since dinner, Puckna has not put down his journal. He's just been writing in it, and he's gonna ask, "What was the pain medicine? What? What?
Pain medicine?
So
It gave me ears.
That's what I'm questioning."
okay, so that one in particular will make you not feel any pain for the next 3 seconds. However, it has some interesting side effects sometimes. For example, one of the better side effects is and she points to Cam.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll go away in like 1 to 4 business days.
One to.
Wait,
see
business
this as
days?
me.
Did you
Lynn's
say
gonna see this. Shit.
Did you say business days?
Yeah, sorry, force of habit. I mean, what do you think I do out here? How do you think I make all this money? I have to have some sort
You
of,
make
sort of
money?
ongoing business.
How do you
Yes.
make money? We're broke.
Speak for
Well,
yourself.
Sell a lot of concoctions on a stotha. The other two, I'm still kind of solidifying my place in the markets, but I'll do some stuff like future readings or like just information gathering sometimes.
I could be selling my elixirs this whole time and making money for it? Dad says I was supposed to give those out for free. And wait,
You
Cam,
start charging us.
Cam,
You
you were
are a
talking
grown woman.
about. You said speak for yourself. Are you loaded?
I wouldn't say that.
Let me see your pockets.
I don't have anything in my pockets.
Let me see your pockets.
Oh, you've gotten enough mucus on my clothes. Thank you very much.
What's a little more then? Come on.
No.
I look back to.
This is sus.
Well, please don't make fun of me. And you notice that when you guys go into this room, it's like frosted glass as she like kind of turns the door and opens it. It's kind of like the edges aren't oiled either, so it's like a very creaky like and inside there are books. There are no shelves.
Oh.
This is not a library.
Ah. It's got as many books as a library.
Yes, but a part of the library is the organization, the ability to keep everything in a spot where you know and anyone can know exactly where it
Well,
is.
I know where
But
stuff
now it's a
is,
guessing
usually.
game.
But-
You know?
Not
It's kind
I
of
don't-
fun.
The function of a library is to be able to disperse knowledge to anyone who enters it, and in a orderly and fine way. This
Chad Pax is just gonna walk forward and pick up a random book.
I
This
get.
looks like my
I-
brother's room.
Roll a d100. Well,
Yes.
this
God favors
isn't.
me.
I'm the only one who comes in
80.
here. 80.
You know, that's the same thing my brother says about his room, but it's still a mess.
You look to
I-
Elodie and she has 2 books stuck to her back.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I tripped.
um,
I didn't trip. I just laid down.
Why?
I'm tired.
okay. Please, make your way back to my lab. We're going to get those books unstuck off of you.
I mean, you can just pull them off.
It might damage him.
Okay. Okay. This is finished. Here you go. She'll hand the shadow glass back to Cam.
Oh. Thank you.
And then she'll go. Okay. Miss Froggy.
My
please,
name's Elodie.
Yes. And you lie down in my books.
Touche. I stand up.
She's going to be trying to tear this book out. Yes, well, I'm the only one who truly comes in here. It's been, what, like 800 years since somebody else has come in here?
Oh, damn.
Wow.
I don't get visitors. I don't like visitors. But,
it's
you
then
guys
call
are
it a
like a-
We're
personal space.
definitely a lot to deal with. I'm so sorry.
okay, well, yes, but so is everybody else. However, you guys have the capability to give me answers that I am lacking.
Am I your apprentice now?
Just laying in her books.
I
You're
ask
asking her that.
I ask as she's pulling books off my back.
She actually tears a book and it's a line of mucus that.
I mean, we did win the contest.
yes.
Did I find anything interesting on an 80?
Yes, Pax. You pick up this book. It's got a couple of spells in it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't need this. I'll put it back.
Up! Up!
Okay.
This fucking dude.
What? I don't use spellbooks.
Someone else
Fair
might.
enough.
Nobody else uses spellbooks here.
Fair point.
Well, okay. So how do you do rules for spellbooks?
That is a good question. Puckna's probably gonna also pick up a random book just because there's like no organization here.
Roll a d100.
With disadvantage because you helped me.
No, I didn't help you. I'll have you know.
Also, she said disadvantage on the next saving throw.
True.
True. Unfortunate.
The number of emotions that just flashed across your face.
I forgot about it.
Elodie,
Hmm?
if you would like to be my apprentice, you are more than welcome to. But it is, not the most desirable, I will say.
What would it mean I would have to do?
I mean, honestly, I was looking for some sort of assistant to help me in my research of whatever's up there.
Could I give you a recommendation, perhaps?
Sure.
I would like to nominate the only immediately kind witch to our group. I think you would like him. He's very talented and seems to keep things tidy, so I think that could help you out a lot. His name. Please hold. I'm thinking really hard. Don't say it. Don't tell me. Hold on. His name. Please hold. Please hold. Innis Grove.
Innis Grove.
He is very talented.
Interesting.
Or I mean, you can pick any other witch, but personal request. You cannot take Jason as your hire. He tried to take my magic from me, and he was a bit of a dick.
Jason
Bit.
Fade. Yes, that does seem to run in the Fade family.
How is being a dick a family trait? I just
Well, let's just say I don't interact with the Fades much anymore. A couple 100 years ago, maybe, but
understandable. I would love to hear any bit of gossip in the future. I hope
Yes,
that
but-
you won't mind us coming back here if we need it.
well, yes, I think this is a mutually beneficial relationship. However, so you want to pass up the apprenticeship?
Well, what do
and
I have
pass
to
it-
do?
Well, I guess it would require a lot of hours from you.
Well, Elodie, you could be like a field research assistant.
I mean, yeah, could. But if I'm being perfectly honest, my spelling's not all that great. Nor is my handwriting. But I turn to Puckner. This guy is an excellent bookkeep, very organized, writes down everything, gets the spelling right. To my knowledge, all of the time. I wouldn't really know, but I'm assuming so. He's very talented. I think that you could really benefit from having him as a field researcher. And then perhaps if you needed someone on site, you could hire Innis. And of course, I can still help. I'm happy to. I mean, I'd love to learn more about everything that my talisman can do, and learn how to be a good witch. So I mean, I guess I'm saying hire 3 people, which is more than you are hoping for. But one of them is not a witch, and the other one would be more like a housekeeper, if I'm being honest.
So you're just gonna live here now?
No, I'm not.
Agna,
Uh.
you picked up the book titled Yeehaw Me All Night Long,
Let's go!
written by Ferrando Liaden.
Let's go!
what is it?
Okay, Kim, what is this?
Let's go! I referenced this book in my campaign this weekend.
It
We can blame
It's,
Zach for it.
yeah. Would you like to read a small synopsis for this?
Your demon was reading Yeehaw Me all night long in my campaign.
So good.
Please
It's-
read the
it's
synopsis.
nice.
It's a romance
Yeah.
novel.
Please read the synopsis.
Oh, give me.
You need to
sec.
read
It's-
it out loud, Mark.
Okay. Okay. So the synopsis is: rodeo cowboy Austin Twist and ranch hand Edward Delmar are hired by rancher James Akiera's cattle herders. One night on Blanche Ranch, Austin makes a drunken pass on Edward that is eventually reciprocated. Though Edward marries his longtime sweetheart Alice, and Austin marries a fellow rodeo rider Anne, the two men keep up their tortured and sporadic affair over the course of 20 years.
What? Is this a real book?
No.
Puckna's gonna like look at it, look at the back, read the synopsis on the back, and just kind of just like slowly put it down.
And
Like
rapidly copy it into his notebook.
While Elodie is over here being like, well, I think you should hire Puckna.
he's like, why do you have this book?
Don't go in that pile.
You go in that pile, please.
Don't go in that pile, please.
That's a steamy
I-
cover. I like it. It's
Oh
got
my.
taste.
Jesus.
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna look for books over here.
yes, please do. Oh my goodness. Okay.
By the way, Puckna didn't hear anything Elodie said. He was just starstruck by what he just read, or like
Wow.
the synopsis. Just he's gonna go aimlessly look for another book that hopefully isn't Yami all night. She has multiple
Why
copies.
don't you want Yihami all night long? I
I
don't.
can't believe you didn't pocket it.
Why would he pocket Yami all night long? He was here
To get a
expecting.
choice.
Oh, next time he meets Aslo, he's just in a cowboy rancher voice. God, that would be awful. No, no Yihami on all
Ram
night
Ranch voice.
Make it canon.
long.
13 naked cowboys at
18
Ram Ranch.
naked cowboys out in the yard.
Ram
Okay,
Ranch really rocks.
I see what you're saying, Elodie. I think the solution to that is, well, I will always trade some of my secrets for some of your guys's. After all, I would like to think that me researching all of these samples, if you guys would like some information and assistance, I would like something to scratch my back as well.
Was expecting nothing less.
Particularly, I do eventually want to travel the galaxies, but
We're gonna
Not
have to
today.
make a contract, I think. It's a thing people do, right? I looked at the group.
Yes. Also, if anyone's windows are open, it just started pouring.
Oh,
My window was open.
oh.
Romeo, what are you staring at? Oh, Romeo's got a bug.
Oh, he's got a bug.
He's not getting it very well, but he's got a bug.
No.
I will take whatever information you give me, and I will reciprocate in my own. But I will take into consideration your nomination for Innes as my full-time apprentice.
He's a cool guy. I think you'd like him. The other good one, although she's maybe not... She's a little too suggestible. Her name's Brielle.
Yes.
But she's sweet. She means well.
Brielle Umbra. A bit of an airhead, that one.
I wasn't going to say it. But my,
It's okay.
you know.
This will very likely be the most powerful witch of her generation.
You think so?
Yes, well, the Umbras, they never stop, garnering more power. Something about, the more nights they spend, alive, the more power they get, but, you know, that might just be rumor. I haven't looked into it too much, but, I will
Damn, that's awesome.
keep both of those in mind.
Wow. Yes, absolutely. So, in order to bring, Basil back, do I have to just put magic in him? Is it any kind of magic, or?
Yeah, so think of it this way. If you spend spell slots into him, this just means your DM telling you how the mechanic works. If you spend spell slots into him, eventually it's like recharging his battery.
So if I just take a day and just pump every single one of my spell slots into him, I could do that.
I would split it over the course of a couple days, but yes.
Interesting. All right. I'll have to give it a shot. Thank you.
Of course. But yes. Well, is there anything else I can do for any of you?
I'm good. Is Cam there?
Yeah.
Hey, Cam, did we ever figure out where we're supposed to go after this?
For the puzzle piece?
Yeah.
Back to town.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cam, the puzzle piece is as cold as like it is in the sanctuary.
Yeah, because we're on another planet from where it was hot.
So we need to go in town then, right?
Sounds like
Yep. Though we might want to wait till morning.
Sounds like a good idea.
There is a cute little tavern. What's it called? Yes, the Shining Chariot. It's one of my favorite taverns, although I don't actually stay there. The food is good.
Could we spend the night here? I don't think we have any money relevant to this world.
Well, gold is gold at the end of the day.
I'd be willing to bet that Osley has quite a bit right now.
Oh,
No?
yes.
Oh?
You also did leave your husband there.
He's my husband on another planet because their rules
on
are
legal
strange.
terms specifically.
Well, besides the point, could you actually send me back to that town? It's been a little while. And
He wants to see
yeah,
his husband.
Ew.
I don't want to leave him stranded in
It's
a.
very kind of you.
Thank you.
Sure. Who's the most responsible one of all of you, by the way?
No, Elodie, put your hand down.
I raised my hand.
I turn back into humanity.
I raised my hand second.
Elodie?
Mm?
I'm going to give you this. And she gives you a little bell. Like a little bell that you ring. She goes, okay, so I haven't tried this in other galaxies, but I would like to say it won't work, but it might. But if you're at least in this one, that will open the door to the castle.
To
Here.
To here. It's a
Yes.
little key. Does it open a gateway, or is it like we have to go to the door? Like we have to go to the tree door.
It opens a little tree door on a nearby surface or in a nearby area.
Ah, so anywhere.
Mhm.
Fascinating. All right. I will hold on to it. I'm very
Just don't
responsible.
lose it.
I won't lose it. She stuffs it in her. She puts it in her hair.
Oh,
There.
and it's gone.
It's not going anywhere. I promise.
Why'd you give it to her?
Elodie,
Because she is my apprentice.
Yeah.
And here you go, little satyr. And she kind of like waves her hands a little, and on the wall the door appears, swings open, and you see the city square.
Oh, thank you. And wait, am I little? I'm not that short. And he walks through.
Slightly taller than me.
By the way, Lyndon's not coming back because he is really sick right now, so we're going to say that he took his beacon home.
Oh no.
I know.
I think Cam's probably gonna go with Pugna. Just no one should go alone.
Fair.
I mean, I kind of want to go back to the town and
Yeah.
investigate.
Okie dokie.
Do you want to stay here, Pax? What you gonna do?
Oh, I'll go wherever the group goes.
Rosaria? Q, what are you thinking?
I wanted to talk to Ari about deities.
Ah,
Yes. She looks around her library, and she goes to the back left in a pile, and she pulls one of the books up, and she goes, okay, this one, and then she makes that one float on a certain page, and then she picks up two more. And she shows you the names, and none of them look familiar. You'll see like a string of like 3 letters, like ERA, that like brain. But then you'll see another one that like right next to it that's like not close to all to any of the deities that you know. So it goes back and forth. For the majority, you don't recognize any part of the names.
And for all of the places that we've been recently through the doors, anything that referenced religion, I was familiar with the deities there, correct? Hello, Romeo.
Are you a gamer?
he said no.
Because, like, I was familiar with the ones on, I'm forgetting the name of the planet with the bugs and the birds.
Tranquil.
Tranquil, thank you.
Ituto. Bugs and the birds
Ituto.
were Ituto.
Yep.
So you weren't familiar with them. You just know what the wait. No, you were familiar with those
Yeah,
two.
I was about to say,
Sorry,
what?
my bad. My bad. Sorry, there's a lot. I'm sorry.
But yeah, like,
Yeah, you
everyone
were
that's
very familiar
mentioned
with
the
those two.
Pantheon, I was familiar with, right?
So it could be
No.
that just.
Wait, which ones mentioned the religion that I wasn't familiar with?
So any of the other people in your party don't have the same pantheon that you do.
Yes, I'm talking about the ones that we went through the doors to go to.
My bad. I don't think two.
I'm trying to think because we didn't really ask much about the
I'm checking.
pantheons
Hold
and
on.
other.
I only asked people if they mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who mentioned it.
I'm trying. Like
Two
I'm
didn't
trying to think
mention
myself.
anything. 3 was Ituto. No. Yeah. So pretty much Ituto is the only one that you've recognized stuff from. That's it.
But there's not one that's I haven't recognized stuff from yet.
Correct. Because nothing else mentioned it.
So I think the assumption that we can make here is none of the places that we've been to are in the realm of the 108 that she can reach.
Yes. I think
Sorry,
that's a
that
fair
was so
assumption.
confusing. I was confusing myself more than.
I mean, it's all good.
Hi.
Alright. Q's conclusion is all of the people in these 108 places are heretics and don't care.
Oh,
Fair enough.
My God.
That's a Q answer right there.
To be fair, you haven't asked specifically the religion here, so.
I believe if there was one here, it would be listed for this particular solar system.
Maybe we share the same religion.
Hmm?
Maybe we
Yeah.
share the same religion. You just never asked next.
That's a good point. I don't know.
You should talk about it.
It's unfortunate that Q has zero desire to bring that up with him right now. However, if you were to bring it up, I don't think she would refuse to talk to you.
Did you mention the name of your god?
Yeah,
Can you remember?
it is Nymera.
You will not hesitate to bring. What was
I
your
believe
god? Chimera.
I believe the last time it was mentioned is because I introduced myself as that to.
Interesting. Okay.
Why did I just forget her name again?
Arya.
Shit. Arya. I had AM stuck in my head.
Arya Smo. Um.
But yeah, I'm gonna ask Arya directly then. Have you or any of your family members ever been directly involved with the Pantheon? With a Pantheon?
No, not that I know of. Although, I didn't interact with my family a whole ton. But as far as I know, no, none of us ever interacted directly with any sort of gods or goddesses.
Is this and none of you participated in like the church of your particular town or anything?
Calling anything like that a church is, you know, an exaggeration. Especially on Astolfa, everybody usually follows the belief in certain flows of magic.
And those flows aren't dictated by any knowledgeable being.
Not that I know of.
That
I just
seems rather
study the flows
short-sighted.
themselves, so. Well, intangible is easier, I'd say.
I guess that is a reasonable explanation for lack of understanding.
Reasonable excuse.
Q's not trying to be kind. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else she wants to say. She's just rather disappointed that she's not finding anything she's familiar with.
How easily is she showing this like that emotion on her
Very clearly, it's a very obvious display of disappointment with a reasonable amount of distaste.
Well, I imagine here with all of the different religions that exist, and you going between galaxies, let alone solar systems, let alone worlds, countries, etc. I would suggest that you keep your mind open. Continue the search.
This does nothing but bring up the question of what exactly is the reach of the Pantheon that I'm familiar with? Is it because their reach does not extend this far for whatever reason, or because they attempted to reach this far and simply were rejected? Because if it were that second option, I might have a bit of a problem.
Unfortunately, I don't know if there's any people or even texts that can answer that for you.
Well, in that case, maybe if I get some free time, maybe it will be up to me to spread their influence over here. She will hand the book back.
Arya tosses it. Okay, well, I wish you all a good night.
Good night.
Nobody's staying, right? Everybody's going.
I'm gonna go check on Rosaria before we leave and make sure that he knows where we're going. Because I'm assuming we're not staying.
Is Rosaria going to
Where are we going?
Home.
the city, the town, home?
Oh,
I don't
right,
know,
yeah.
out?
No, we're going to the city. I forgot. Shoot, I thought we were going back home.
Sure. As long as it's not here.
Yeah, she's not expressing any desire to keep a watch on Rosaria, right?
She's not. Which begs you to wonder that
I can't.
maybe she
I
already
can't tell if that's more suspicious than her asking to keep an eye on it. I guess before we leave, then I'm gonna ask her. What's the specific wording? I'm gonna ask her. Do you plan on keeping an eye on my friend here?
What do you mean?
Do you plan on keeping some form of surveillance on Rosaria?
Within my house? Yes, I already have been.
One second.
Naturally, I meant
Other
outside.
than this, not particularly.
I roll insight.
Okay, go ahead.
I do not trust her. 25.
You would know that she is planning to keep tabs. She rolled really badly. She's planning on keeping tabs on a lot of you as long as you guys stay within her confines of reach. But it's not specifically to Rosaria.
Yeah, so she said, what she said was, yeah, I'll keep an eye, and as long as you're in my house.
Yeah, yes, and then you said, what about outside? She said, not particularly.
Is that truthful?
Not particularly to
yeah.
Rosaria.
Okay, so you said that she's interested in keeping tabs on people as long as we're within her reach. Does that refer to, like, literally anywhere on these 108 systems?
You would see that that's pretty straightforward, yes. Yeah.
He was gonna wear a very blank, unamused expression, trying to show that she can clearly tell that she understands that there's a bit more to what she's saying, but not outwardly accusing her of anything. And I don't know if it's even worth asking her not to do that. She's gonna say, well, that's fair enough. It's within your power, but do remember to be respectful to people.
Thank you for the suggestion.
And then he was gonna turn to leave.
All right. Everyone's going back to the town?
I believe so.
Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes, I thank her
Yep.
wholeheartedly for helping me fix my dad's staff. And then I leave.
All right. She
I'm
kind of
also
gives you a
gonna.
little like a witches stick together kind of a
Yeah.
vibe.
I finger guns her back while I walk backwards through the door.
She just kind of stares. Doesn't know what to do with that.
I continue to make eye contact. I trip over my own hair. I
Oh.
fall.
Oh.
I stand up. I wave as I run away.
Oh. Yeah. Kia?
I'm also going to make sure to tell Rosario when I go to inform him of where we're going. Mentally, that there's a pretty good chance that she's going to be trying to keep an eye on you after we leave. I'm sure you could have guessed that yourself, but
Just hope that curiosity doesn't kill the cat.
I don't really care if it does or not. I just hope that it doesn't affect us.
That's true. Yeah. We are quite the interesting group, I will say.
See. Understatement of the fucking year.
You just gave me ears.
I thought
better
it was
or
cute.
worse. Find out what else could happen.
Oh God.
You didn't ask for any samples. I thought you would. So sad. You guys didn't want to take the risky concoction.
No.
Unfortunate. Okay. All right. Everybody's going back to the town. It drops you in the city center. Once the last person goes through, I'm assuming Q and Rosaria. The gate shuts behind you. But yeah, it is like 2:00 in the morning.
If you guys want to go do your thing, I'm gonna go try to find where Aslo is.
All right, bye.
It's 2 in the
Later.
morning. I
Bye.
didn't. He's already going off.
He is just so much fun to mess with.
Don't be surprised if you find your husband dancing in the tavern.
Not that, but I'm gone.
Well, are there a bunch of people out at night here?
No.
Elodie looks to the group and says, "Well, wasn't she nice? That was lovely."
She was certainly something.
She was great.
Why are you
She
making
was.
faces? Come on.
You ever heard the term "too nice" before?
No.
That's a good point. Elodie, what have you heard?
I mean, not much, I guess. Considering how much it seems I don't know what you guys are talking about. But I guess hospitality is just kind of at the core of how my dad taught me to treat people. So I just thought she was a kindred spirit, I suppose.
You've ever been stabbed for being hospitable?
No, I haven't. Are you
Fair
gonna
enough.
stab me?
I wouldn't. I just know there are people who would.
All right. And then I'd hit him really
Elodie.
hard with my stick.
Elodie is a Greek traditionalist.
What?
Have you not heard that?
No.
It was a ancient Grecian philosophy of hospitality. That was their number one everything. Everything.
I
was
love
their number one.
hospitality.
Oh yeah,
It's good.
It was the number one thing in there. I forget all the words for it, but it was their entire culture was based on hospitality. Anyways,
That's good.
continue.
I think Cam will just like say, all right, well, there's nobody out and about. I think I'm gonna go find the next puzzle piece. I guess maybe we can come back tomorrow and see if there's more to this place, but
I mean, shouldn't we all go with you? It seems like a bad idea for you just to walk off on your
you
own.
guys are more than welcome to come.
I think that's probably the best idea, yeah.
I don't really care either way, so
I'm gonna go
more
with
power to you.
you. We're gonna have a little adventure.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's do it.
So you notice that it's this like 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning kind of a time. All the shops are pretty much, all the lights are dim everywhere. The only lights you see out are some fireflies. The only people you see about are kind of shadow slinkers, anyways.
Same.
You catch a little glance of a teal hat going slipping between the buildings. But yeah, even the tavern and inn as you approach it, Pukna, is dimmed and doesn't seem to have a lot of noise coming out of it. But we'll go with the other group first.
Sure.
So
Do I have enough time to make popcorn?
no.
Oh.
Make popcorn before session. Hot
Huh?
take. Just keep going.
No, they eat dinner before session. we'll take a break here at 10. Then you can make popcorn. So Cam, are you just kind of vibing with the key, following it?
Yep.
Okay. So you trace it back to that same building that you kind of like mentally marked off before. And it leads you up to this storefront that is named Wolf's Soul and Stuff.
Soul and stuff?
Yeah.
Write that down,
Definitely
write
thought
that
you said
down.
stolen stuff.
No, Soul and Stuff.
As in like
and-
N? Like an N?
Yeah. Soul and Stuff. And it it's closed. It's got a little close sign. The storefront is locked. You don't see anyone in there.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
No answer.
Bang on the door.
Rosaria, they're probably closed, judging by the sign that says
Hold on.
closed.
Let me take a
No,
crack at it.
Elodie.
I walk up.
There you go.
I knock.
What time do they open in the morning?
It says they open at 8.
Great. Cam's gonna turn around and be like, "We're coming back in the
I'm gonna
morning."
press my mouth up to the door. Hello.
I'm leaving.
Hello.
Walking away.
You see a light flicker from like a nearby like overhead house, and they yell outside, "Shut up!"
Fuck off.
Why are you so aggressive today, Rosaria?
Oh my god.
It's just
I
so
just want to get off this
unnecessarily
damn
rude.
place, okay?
I turn to Rosaria.
Hey.
Thanks, Rosaria. I turn to the other person. Sorry. And
I'm just saying, I'm feeling a lot of projection coming from your corner of the room.
You want me to project something? I will project a sword into your chest if you don't shut up.
Oh shit.
Quote that. Quote that. Quote that.
Guys.
Well, guys, we're friends. We're friends. Remember? We don't
Rosaria,
stab our
why
friends.
What are you guys talking about?
I look at Pex.
Oh.
What? You just like, if you're gonna kill me, can you just stop fucking around and kill me now?
No, hey, look.
Like, I'm not like, I was kind of kidding with Rosaria, but seriously, like, I'm not fucking new to disappointment, right? But like, if I'm just gonna walk into every room and everyone's gonna look at me, shit talk me, and give me weird looks, and then threaten to like, I don't know, you're like real divine, right? Real faithful. Like, if you're gonna kill me, just put a fucking dagger through my neck right now.
Do you think that I haven't killed you because of some misplaced form of pity?
No, I'm just saying, this
I
energy,
haven't
this
killed you
vibe,
because I don't want to.
and I would appreciate it if you had said that earlier. And Rosaria, I really don't know why you're hostile. I assume it's because of the worm thing. If that's the case, I'm sorry. But like, I don't know. It just came up at dinner today. It's been happening past 3 days. Or however long. Sorry.
The reason this is happening is because people are afraid of what they don't understand.
Now
People saw
is
you.
generalizing. But...
People saw you die.
Yeah.
And visibly you've changed, but you're here walking, talking. It makes no sense by reasonable conventions.
And that's fair. I just look. When I first came back, fucking Q wouldn't even talk to me. It's like I wasn't there. And then after I came back, you know, Elodie's been saying she's going to fix me. It's great. Really appreciate it.
I didn't think you liked being like that. I just
I
wanted
don't.
to help.
But the way you look at me makes me feel like you don't think I'm me.
No, I was looking at you today to make sure you're okay.
Do you think you are you? Do you think you aren't different?
I think I'm different, but mentally I'm still me. Like,
I wouldn't refute that.
at the end of the day, I've done everything I can do to try and not hurt people going forward. I'm not really the punchy, shooty kind of guy like Cam or Rosaria is.
There
I
are
just
there are times when doing everything you can still leads to an undesirable result. How many people do you think die because of nothing that was their fault?
I know at least of 2.
Yeah, happens rather frequently.
Yeah.
That's not exclusive to death.
It's fine. It's just there was this weird energy, and should have brought it up earlier. It reminded me of a lot of bad things.
Is
Um,
it your expectation that everybody carries on as if nothing happened? Have you ever been to a church? Have you ever been spoken to somebody who has?
no, I just wanted you to, I don't know, talk to me about it
Would you have
like
rather that I
this.
talked to you about it directly after it happened when the only thing that my instinct said would be put you back where you came from?
Not a great situation, Q. It's just as weird as it is for all of you to have to deal with me. I'm the one who had to live and die through it as well. It's not like it didn't hurt.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's saying that it didn't.
So, I don't know. I just
Just because
God, I
your
hate
time
confrontation.
was just because
You're
your
doing good,
experience
Pax.
was comparatively worse than ours supposedly doesn't mean that we can just put everything aside.
I don't. That's not what I'm trying to say.
You.
At this point, this is when Cam officially realizes they're not following him, turns back around, and comes
Oh,
back
well,
and joins the
no.
group and says, "So, what are we talking about that is so important that you guys just let me walk away?"
Should we continue this conversation back at Sanctuary?
I mean, sure. It. We don't. We can just rest on it.
No,
I just.
if it's
It hit a
important.
button for me.
I
And
no, Pax, your feelings are absolutely absolutely valid, at least to me they are. And I want you to know that we're gonna get through this together, and if you don't want me to try to help, I'll back off. But it's just
it's not that. It's just everybody, kind of rightfully, just views me as I'm some other being, and it's true to an extent. But then nobody talks to me about it, or they talk at me. They don't talk with me.
What are
Again, I
we
said
talking about?
I wouldn't talk with you immediately. How many days has it been since that occurred? Are
Do
you
you?
upset at me for attempting to remain level-headed when talking to you about this? Would you rather I act rationally?
Figured out what we're talking about.
You know,
I just don't. I
things
don't
that
know.
happen to us and things we do affect other people's perspective of them, even if they didn't mean to. For example, Flint. When he shot that Etten, what did you think of him in that moment? Elodie? Pax?
Thought a lot of things.
yeah.
Not a lot of them good.
I thought he was a selfish asshole. I'm
Do you
being
still think
honest.
that way?
Less selfish, more of a lovable asshole. But like, I see what you're saying, Rosario.
Do you think that anybody who holds different ideals than you is an asshole?
I just.
Whoa, Q, hold on.
No, I just. Guys, I
That
just
was a
didn't.
question, not an accusation.
Okay, cool.
It's a question?
So, sorry, I
The
didn't
answer's no,
really.
for me at least.
No. I just. I don't. It just. I'm sorry, not. I just don't want things to go back to how I used to live. And then everything was great. And then I died, which, sucked in it of self. And then don't know. I thought everybody here was supposed to be like a new start, and then everybody just looks at me
Looks at you how?
like I'm dead, which I guess is true, but like it doesn't feel great, and I don't know what I want to do about it, but
What would you
I
like us
just
to do about it?
I don't know. I'd prefer, even though this sucks, I prefer you talking to me about it like this, because then don't feel like I'm some fucking fringe weirdo.
All right. So, if you would like me to say exactly what I think about this situation right now, the thing that you are exists as something outside of what my commandments say. I don't know what my God says I should do with you. And that's why I am sitting here trying to figure that out, hoping that perhaps the answer is I don't have to kill you. Because I don't want to do that. That's why I haven't tried.
Q, is it your responsibility to do something with packs?
My responsibility to do what?
To do something with packs. Isn't that a burden put on you?
The burden that I put on myself is to carry out the will of my God.
Alright.
So, if she wills it, then yes, it is the burden that I carry.
Well, here's where I think we can have a good start. I know we've not known each other for too terribly long, but Pax, I don't think we actually know, like, anything about what your life was like before you came here. I'm a bit of a chatterbox, so I've pretty much said everything about what my life was like, but I guess we didn't ask you. And in Q, I don't think I've ever even thought about Nightmare. I don't know anything about her either. So perhaps you guys would be willing to tell me a little bit more. Tell us a little bit more. That might help.
If you are curious, I will talk. Sure. That seems
Hey,
reasonable.
I think I'd like that too, as well.
Great.
Maybe we could do it tomorrow after we can get Puckna as well.
Tomorrow over a nice pot of stew. I will cook tonight.
No.
Why do you say
Story
no?
time. Story time. I can deal with. Eating your cooking again? No thank you.
It was good. Why would you say that? Did you not think
Hey,
it was good?
Flint is not here to shut me up. I can insult you.
I rolled like a natural 20 on that soup. Why are you shitting on my soup?
No, June rolled a natural 20 to fix your soup.
She fixed it. It was a good soup. I thought it tasted great. Yes, there was like soggy bread, but it adds texture, you know?
Not the texture I want.
Well, I'm gonna
Alright.
go find a room.
Understandable. Wait, are we gonna sleep here in the town, or are we
think
gonna go
so.
back to
Let's see why
Sanctuary?
not.
We don't have money though. Are we gonna take all of Osley's?
Well, theoretically, I could make us money, but it
What?
would maybe get us 4 hours of sleep before they
What?
find out
Oh, it's like
that
fake.
it's
It's not real.
that
Okay.
it's temporary. Yeah,
I thought that you could just manifest money.
that's my new feature. Manifest money.
That'd be so cool.
Love that spell.
We trade bugs
Oh,
in my town. We don't see it as actual currency, but it's more like a for your troubles kind of thing. They're good bugs, but you know, now that I think about it, a lot of the people who live in our village would eat bugs. It's interesting.
Can I figure out what happens if we go to the inn and we
Okay.
have to pay?
So, we're gonna go to Puckna first. Puckna, are you
Epic.
going into the inn?
Yes.
Okay, you walk in, and you see that the only one that's kind of down there is one person who is trying to be woken up by the person behind the bar, but otherwise it's kind of just tables are being cleaned, stuff is empty, stuff is settling down, stuff like that.
So there's only one actual person here that doesn't work here.
Right.
Okay, Pugna's gonna go through and make sure this person isn't Osley, unless it is Osley.
No, this person is not Osley.
Okay, is it a person that I recognize from the bar, or?
No. However, if you look a little confused, the bartender's kind of like eyeing you like, what the fuck does he
Oh,
want?
Excuse me. Did
Mm-hmm.
the bard that came in earlier? Do you know where he went?
Yeah. Who are you?
Pugna Ambrose.
Okay. What what does that mean to me? Why are you asking? Who are you to be asking where he is?
Oh, I'm a very, very close friend of his that met him. Well, I'm gonna
Just say
just.
you're his husband.
Wait, did you follow?
No.
I'm his husband.
That's not us, right?
Wait, say
If
that
we
again.
got it, I mean, it could mean that it could come up to us.
Yeah, there's a tornado warning out for county.
I'm just
Fog,
gonna fucking die. There's nowhere I could go. in this
Fog,
apartment
let's
that's
go.
safe.
I live in a
For-
large apartment complex.
For what county?
Not us.
Claremont.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm back up in Mason.
Yo,
so I-
who the fuck is making that noise?
Yeah,
Wait,
trust me.
sorry.
If we get a tornado warning for our county, you will hear my alarm go off.
The
It's
boo.
not quiet.
Mine too.
No, it's
probably.
it's loud.
Ew.
I'll
I don't
cry.
like that.
Uh,
Don't cry. Okay.
You killed me. I'm a dead frog. I can cry.
Sorry, continue.
no, he just said, I'm his husband.
One of the people that's working the tables is like, oh yeah, he came in with them earlier. And she goes, all right. He's in room 4 upstairs.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Pugna's going to find his way upstairs, find room 4, and slowly open the door.
So the door isn't locked. And
I
inside
gently open the door.
you see all of the covers kind of like half off the bed, half kicked off the bed. And you see Osley laying there on his belly, like across the bed, like sprawled out, completely nude.
Oh, Pugna closes the door. He should be fine.
Come on, he put effort into that, man. Come
Coward.
on, you're just gonna.
Coward.
Pugna's going to.
Coward.
Shush. Pugna's going to take out his journal, or take out he probably has a notepad. Just
Start sketching.
take a no. God.
No.
No, he's going to write a small note that just says, I'll be here. I'll be at the tavern at 8. See you then. And slide it under the door and press his amulet.
New mark commission.
No.
Nothing. So Pugna,
Yes.
you press the gem and nothing happens.
Oh.
Oh no. He's like, wait, that has to be wrong. Presses it again.
You're destined to spend the night with Osley, bro.
Fuck.
The DM wills it.
Do it.
All right. Pugna's gonna slowly enter the room.
Mark, are you okay with this?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You don't have to spend the night with him. You just have to fucking wake him up, bro.
Well, he was just gonna put the blanket over him, so he's covered, and then sit in a chair or something.
Oh, that's sweet.
So yeah, that is what I'm gonna be doing.
You're not even gonna like look for the money that he made.
Well, it's not my money.
True. But unfortunate fate. But as for the rest of you, you guys approach the tavern. You see a guy just kind of like walking, like stumbling out, going somewhere. And people are settling down inside, cleaning stuff. What are you doing?
Why exactly do you guys want to stay here again when we have perfectly good beds back at Sanctuary that are free?
Well, I think Osley and Aknar are staying the night here, so I think we should all stay together.
You know, we should also be concerned a little bit about like charges or whatever with this necklace thing, because
Yeah.
Well, so we
But-
do
but-
need to go home to get the samples of
That's true. And Flint
things.
went back.
I just think we might as well go to bed here.
How do we determine how many charges we have in the first place?
I don't think we can. At least not that I've been able to find out.
Well,
Look
I'm
at it
sure
really
there's a
closely
way.
and guess.
Aslo's a bitch, man. Could at least given us like,
Why we could have gotten like a nice guidebook with a list.
yeah. I mean, he could have like put a number in it. Like, it's not
Yeah.
that hard.
Or a
We could have
nice
gotten a
book on the
lot of
table
things.
when you wake up that's like, here's how to use your fancy new necklace supreme.
Yeah, exactly. This man, I swear, like I said, I have a goal in mind when I meet him.
Did you just call it a necklace supreme?
Yeah. It's red, isn't it?
I don't. It's purple.
Fuck.
I was like, I don't know why, but that really got my goat. Supreme brand necklace.
Oh, I wasn't
Brand
thinking of
silence brand.
I was
Well, that's
thinking
not
of
what I was
chicken
thinking when I
chalupa.
said it.
Chalupa Supreme. That's what I was thinking.
Oh my
But-
god. Okay, are you guys going to ask the bartender for a room?
I'm not.
I'm gonna sleep in the swamp.
I was gonna sleep outdoors as well.
Oh.
I'm gonna go back
Uh,
to Sanctuary.
Pax will.
Okay.
I don't know what to
Um,
do now that Rosario's sleeping outside.
You could get a room with
Outside
Pax.
with me.
Could share a room with Pax.
Look, I
Okay.
know we just had a very aggressive conversation involving killing each other, but it saves us 1 gold.
Fair.
He was gonna wait at the entrance and see what information packs could get about if rooms are available.
Excuse me, sir.
mm-hmm. Ma'am, but
Oh, sorry.
Rest.
Wow. Okay. That's
Off to a good
instantaneous
start. Let's
wrong
go.
foot. Cool. That's almost like that's up there. The quickest I think I fucked up. Wow. I'm really sorry. It's 2 a.m. Do you have a room available?
Mm-hmm.
Um. Cool. How much is it?
It's 5 gold pieces for a night.
Cool.
So expensive.
Um.
I don't know much about currency, but I have a feeling that's a lot.
Are you there with him?
Yeah.
Cool.
I
found
money.
he'll open up these like his pouch and you'll see he has like a thing of like semi like rusted and like lichen filled coins. He's like, I don't really know what money is, but I found these in my travels.
Ham's in the back holding his head in his hands.
He's very
as
talented.
I
as
like
soon
know
as
it on
Sue
like a
heard 5
conceptual.
gold, she's leaving and figuring out where Rosario went.
Yeah, I know it like on a conceptual level, but I don't know. I'll pull out 5. Is this enough?
These aren't actual gold pieces, right?
I start with 25 gold pieces, and it would make sense for him to have some really old coins.
Kind of eyes it. I mean, it looks like money. All right, you guys are room 5.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good night.
My
Bye,
first
Pax.
transaction.
Good job.
Bye.
You did great.
Congratulations,
thanks.
Pax.
Thanks.
June will come get you if anything bad happens.
Sure, yeah. Do we all want to meet back here in the tavern room?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a swamp to sleep in.
All right, good night.
Waltz out the door.
I go sleep in my bed.
I look to the others. Does anyone want to sleep in a swamp? It's
No.
warm and damp.
You no.
I'm just going on a roof.
All right. Hugh.
I'm going wherever Rosario's going. I don't have money.
Look at, I mean, the swamp is a nice place.
Roof.
I don't like humidity that much. Makes my wings feel weird.
Hey, Pax.
Wait, can you fly?
Yeah.
Do you care if I bunk with you?
No, you can take a bunk.
Sweet, thanks.
Yeah. Actually, you can just. Is there only one bed to a room?
Yeah.
Okay, you can take the bed actually.
You sure?
Yeah, and you see he kind of like throws out his hands and like flicks them, and instantaneously a sleeping bag is created. I'm just gonna sleep on the floor.
It really said.
As long as you're okay with it. I don't
Yeah.
mind sleeping on the floor.
Nah, mine's Can I be honest? Mine's probably gonna be more comfy than yours. I just wanted to pay money for once. I thought it would be fun.
Thought it would be fun.
Was it?
I could take it or leave it.
I'd recommend leaving it if you don't want to lose all your money.
Okay, presses beacon. JK. I spent 5 gold. Please no, because mine would work. Well, Pluckness did.
Hey, Pax.
Yeah.
About earlier.
Sure.
Are you okay?
Yeah, man, I'm fine.
Really?
Roll insight.
Roll insight.
Oh, here's hoping my rolls are better. It's a 17.
Yeah, he's lying.
Pax, you literally just brought up something extremely uncomfortable to the others. You sure you
like
sure you
my
don't want
MO.
to change? Bullshit. You sure you don't want to change your answer?
No, I'm good.
Look,
Listen, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. It
I know.
can wait.
I just I'm sorry that the others looking at you weird has been annoying.
It's alright, man. Listen, my wish was to see the sun, not something like Hugh's, which was to see other people. As long as I got that, I'm fine.
Yeah, I wish I got a wish because it would have been I don't want to see people at all.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of unfortunate how easy of a wish it was to fulfill. I thought it would be some grand kind of thing, journey. It was just like, oh, there's the sun. Cool. Awesome. This is my life now.
just wait till you see more than one sun, man.
What?
Hey, by the way, just in case, I'm figuring that was an assumption, but that was definitely not what.
Yeah, it was.
You.
It was an assumption. I'm pretty sure.
I just wanted to make sure that you weren't thinking that Q said something when she didn't.
Oh, cool. Oh, I thought you said that you wanted to see other people. That's what you wished for. I thought
No,
you said
she
that on
didn't
like the
get a
first day.
wish. No.
Oh.
She said she was happy to see other people.
Oh. I misremembered.
No, it's cool. That's just why I mentioned it. I wanted to make sure.
I thought everybody got a wish.
No, I did not.
Nope.
Which is news to Pax when he said that and nobody else is like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
pass.
I said, you may have had me muted at that point. I'm pretty sure I said I just wanted to see my dad.
Yep.
Instead of a wish.
Mhm.
Maybe
All right,
that's a
then yeah,
wish. I don't know.
I'll go to bed on that though.
Sure.
Is that cool, Haley?
Yep.
Yup. All right. Is everyone good?
Yep.
Yep. Roof.
All right. You guys, get a nice, good little sleepy, and you guys will wake up in the morning. Um, we'll say you guys are waking up a little later since you guys stayed out really late, till like
Is it?
3.
Mhm.
So you guys are getting up at like 10, 11.
Sure. And then are we taking our break now, or?
Yes, let's take our break right now.
Time
Go
to
make,
make popcorn.
go make your popcorn.
Yes.
Just message me when we're back.
Okay.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a cat here that's scared of storms.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
The poor baby won't leave me alone.
my baby.
And I thought I did, but I think I may have still been muted. I muted myself so you don't have to hear me eat popcorn.
Act, we're starting. Okay, we're going. Okay, we're going. We're going. You guys all wake up in the morning, fine, wherever you are. Huckno, you wake up to a now. Where's my music, bro? Huckno, you wake up to a now clothed Osley. He's just kind of reading.
Wait. So yeah, Bucknose probably just fell asleep in a chair. He's done that multiple times, so it's not like it's unfamiliar to him. And he's like, oh, morning. Morning. Honestly, sorry. Mornings aren't very actually nice to me. What are you reading?
No, it's okay. I don't know. I came across this book that was downstairs. It's I don't know. It's by this author named Brando Lieden. He writes romance novels, I guess.
Oh, strange.
But he kind of looks away. He goes, I didn't expect you to come in here. If I'm being quite honest.
No, it's fine. I just sat in this chair and slept. That's all.
Well, I made this last night. And he drops a sack on the armchair. And it kind of clinks.
Oh, wow. That's I've never actually I've never bartered at a tavern, so I can't say from experience, but that seems like quite a bit.
Yeah, for some reason this town pays really well.
Really? Well,
yes, and that's just what I'm willing to give the rest of you for housing me. This, and he holds up a smaller one. This is my cut.
Wait, your cut, but you're the one that made the money.
Yeah, but you're the ones that are, clothing and housing me, generally.
Well, whatever you're comfortable with. And Pugno's now gonna get up and kind of walk over. So, what is this book about, you said?
This one, oh shit. Zach, give me a title.
Oh no!
Psionic Seductions.
Can you read the synopsis, please?
Wait, do I have the synopsis? Oh, I do.
Yeah. While on patrol of the tunnel on the drow city of Dulthon, Cyril happens upon a wounded illithid. Seeking pity of the individual and being kind-hearted, Cyril nurses the mind flayer back to health. Through this process, and hearing the tragedy that has befallen Ugan, Cyril falls in love. Eventually, Ugan must return to the Elder Brain, but they agree to meet each day. Eventually, their relationship is found out, causing problems and conflicts. Will they break it off, or will they run away together? Find out in Psionic Seductions.
Endless.
Thank you, Zach.
Are you... Do you read these types of books often? Not that I Matt cares, just wondering.
Not particularly. I was just kind of bored this morning after getting breakfast.
Oh, I missed breakfast. What time is it?
Oh, it's 11.
Oh my gosh, I completely slept through the morning. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I went to bed at 1, so if you guys got back even later than that, then...
Oh yeah, it was 2, 3. It was very late.
Right,
Well, I'm glad everything went well for you.
yeah, I would like to come back here if that's possible, but obviously not right away or anything. Um, but yeah.
Sure. Of course.
I'm gonna get my stuff and then head downstairs, and I'm assuming we're leaving soon.
Probably. I don't know exactly what happened with the rest of the group. I'm assuming they found what they needed to find and went back to the sanctuary. But my button wasn't working last night for some reason, which I'm not sure how it works yet. It bothers me quite a bit because I'm trying to use it when I think it should work, but then it just doesn't work and it doesn't work. I don't remember anyone using the button yesterday, so why didn't it? Sorry, I am going off on a tangent.
Well, didn't we use the button to get back yesterday morning?
Yes, but that's one use for 2 people.
All right. Well,
Wait, is it one use per person? That honestly may make the most sense, but I thought I heard some people using it multiple times. So, nonetheless, that's something for the future.
well,
Okay.
yes. Just think about it. I guess you'll figure it out.
Of course.
And he's gonna go downstairs. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll just be chilling in the main room waiting for everyone to come back.
Okay. They are still serving eggs, much to your surprise.
Awesome.
Some eggs, if anyone would like some food.
I would.
You can obtain the eats.
Yeah, I'm just sitting with Pax.
Alright. Everybody else?
Where did I see?
Hi, Romeo. Sorry, I live with a cat.
How dare you?
I know. Hi, Romeo. Yeah, other than going back to the sanctuary, is there anything anybody wanted to do this morning? For example, an open shop?
I think that. But I was waiting for. I assumed everybody wanted to have that talk that we mentioned last night. So.
Yeah. Once we get breakfast, Pukna and hopefully Aslo as well will probably return to the sanctuary.
If people take too long to show up, then we can't move the shop.
Everyone gets there right about 11. Sounds like Pukna and Asli are going off to the sanctuary ahead of everybody else.
Pekna just keeps missing us.
It's not the plan. It just kind of happens.
I'm trying to include you in these conversations, man.
No,
Like-
Pukna, you go downstairs. You see everybody.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was like-
Everybody is there eating by the time you get downstairs. Yes.
Sorry.
No, you're
Okay.
good.
I misunderstood the situation. For some reason, I didn't think everyone was down at the tavern. So yeah, Pugna's gonna be surprised. Like, oh, why are you all here? I thought you went back to the sanctuary.
Well, we had a bit of a conversation last night, and I think some people wanted to go over some of mine and Q's kind of history, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I think we also wanted to get the next key.
Oh, you
Yep.
I thought you got that last night.
The shop was closed.
Got it. Well, sure. Pugna would take a seat and get some sort of brunch breakfast thing.
Eggs. Eggs and toast.
Yes.
Eggs and toast.
Eggs and toast. Included with room.
Bread.
Stop it.
Bread.
Okay, Pax is getting muted.
I love bread.
Um,
I genuinely just love bread.
I'm just watching on the roof just for people.
watching?
Just people watching.
You do see that the storefront that was closed yesterday is now open, and you see someone, like a customer, walk out of it, with a little bag. Yeah, but you can't see who's, like, in there behind the counter, stuff like that. Seems like they might have lived above the store, so you didn't see. At the very least, if somebody walked in, you woke up too late to notice it. But yeah, everybody else.
Yeah. So is everybody in the room? Like, do you come down, Rosario?
No,
Eventually,
I'm basically wait until you guys go out. Since I was sleeping on the roof, I don't plan to go in the tavern.
We did not hear, so we're gonna assume that she is either outside or in there. See when she gets back. But Cam's there. Q, are you in the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, everyone is there.
Yeah. So, do you want to start? I mean, I don't. It's kind of hard to explain a whole world and history in one conversation, but I don't know. Do you have any idea on how you want this to play out?
Are you
Cool.
asking anyone in particular?
When I said Q, I thought maybe you.
I
up.
somehow completely missed you saying my name. Nice. I just heard you ask the question with no.
You see, just Pax like looking at you, like.
Oh, sorry. What?
No, it's okay. It's all right.
I was engrossed in eating my toast.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, I guess if you're engrossed in your toast, I'll start. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll ask, like, what do you think you know about me? I guess is kind of a good starting point on, like, where I should touch on. Okay, Q's eating her toast.
I know you care about. Hey, I was thinking, bro.
It's hard to tell.
That's a fair point. What I think you know I know about you right now, or in the past when we all got taken to Sanctuary?
Either. Just, I don't know, I guess I could be a little bit more forthcoming on maybe where I'm coming from. But I just want to see where you think I'm coming from. I haven't really talked about it explicitly.
Yeah, I mean, you were one of the people who didn't talk very much about place of origin, but I figured that you probably didn't talk about it because there wasn't either much to talk about or you didn't want to talk about it.
Guess both. Well, I am Pax. Hi, everybody. I come from the planet of pulls up notes. Mizara. It's a planet that's been completely flooded with an inescapable ocean, constant krakens, monsters in the dark and deep, and little to no sunlight that reaches our ocean floor. Wasn't always like that, but it was when I was there, as long as my mom and dad were there, and their parents, and well, it goes back a long time. It's a small community. There's only 3 cities that we knew of or talked to regularly. They were, I don't know, I guess you would call them utopias. I didn't really have a frame of reference for if there's anything better, although I've seen much worse now. And yeah, I mean, where I come from, everybody was pretty content with just living a life underneath the waves. Nobody ever explored. If you did, most didn't come back. And if you did come back, most people kind of shunned you a bit. But I don't know if you guys could tell, I'm a bit of the adventurous sort. So I'd leave
One
home
can pick
quite a
on that
bit.
rather easily.
Yeah. So I'd leave home quite a bit. And I'd go looking for treasures, and eventually, paraphrasing a bit, found a temple to the world song, as we call it. And kind of picked up on that and made that my whole thing, but it didn't lead to many friends. Most people didn't look at me quite kindly. And yeah, I went out one day looking for various knickknacks. Came back, all 3 cities were craters with long, perfectly etched lines leading in some sort of pattern I couldn't figure out. And then Aslo popped up, offered me, I guess you could say, sanctuary, and offered me a question on what I wanted. A wish. I said to see the sun. And then the rest was history. About it. Wasn't very special, I guess.
So you said nothing else to Aslo? And Aslo said nothing else to you?
Can I, as a player, make a history check? Because I don't remember too much else from back then.
Sure, go ahead.
Like, I, as a player, don't remember a lot of the
Yeah.
exact details.
Go ahead and make a history check.
It's a 6, solid.
No.
Uh,
You're not 100% confident that there was anything else, but you're pretty sure that he kept it really succinct, just asked you what you wanted, and then
that was pretty much it. I mean, my whole entire fucking life's purpose was to either get rid of the flooding waves or see the sun. And, well, I got one of those.
Did you decide those goals for yourself?
Yeah.
Q seems
Want to roll insight?
No, you can if you want, sure.
I'm asking you if you want to roll insight.
Oh. I mean, she doesn't not believe you that you chose those goals for yourself, but is
Okay.
there any indication that you're not being truthful?
I don't know. That's what insight's for, bucko.
Well, yeah, what the fuck's passive insight?
What's your passive insight, I guess I'd ask.
Yeah. 18.
You see he pauses a bit. He says yeah.
Okay, that's probably enough to get her to roll insight, sure. I needed an excuse, alright. 11 doesn't help anything.
Yeah, I mean, he died after he got transported here, so it wouldn't really
Yeah.
make sense for it to be retroactive. So he's telling the truth. I'm just fucking with you.
You fucking with me? I don't believe it.
Stop being a
Okay.
butthead.
I lost track of like what the fuck we were doing. Where were we?
Um,
Pax just told you guys about his
Yeah,
life
I know.
in Aslo.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. What about you guys? Or I guess you in particular, Q. I don't really know much about you.
Well, I mean, there's not much to know. I guess yeah, I'm thinking. Sorry. Maybe I should have said something.
Honestly, I kind of expected Q just to end it there.
Yeah, it would be in character for her to do that, but I don't really feel like making this needlessly difficult for no reason.
Thank you very much.
It'd be funny, but like
To take a fucking crowbar and pry out every sentence. Most
yeah, you have
enjoyable
to
part of
make
D&D.
3 persuasion checks every time you want a single detail.
And if you roll below 17, I won't say anything. But also,
Yeah.
I'm going to make, like, if you don't try and succeed, I'm going to complain after session.
Dude, no one asks me about my backstory. I don't get it.
No one asked me about my backstory. Me putting up a retroactive 50 walls.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop derailing. What
You're
is
just
she
falling
gonna
for time.
say? What is she gonna say? Yeah, I mean, there's not much in particular to talk about. I just sat in my temple alone in the sky for a long period of time. And then eventually, our good friend Aslo showed up and talked to me for a couple days.
Sure. I mean, were there people before that? Or were you always kind of alone?
Yeah, but I was not really old enough to remember anything beyond the fact that they were there.
How'd you survive for so long by yourself?
Guidance from Nymera, of course.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Also, because temples happen to be relatively well stocked for offerings.
True. So, like, how long is a long time? Like, months, days,
Several
weeks, years?
Yeah, I was alone in the sky for. Quick math. Something like 18 years, I think. Give or
Oh,
take 1
wow.
year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
18 years is
And
quite a long time.
did you talk to anybody?
No,
Like
there's no one to
Nymera?
talk to. I For what's probably your definition of talking, no, I didn't. I attempted to, and I guess you could say I. It depends how much of a direct response / connection that you need to have with someone to be considered talking with them.
Was there a reason why they left you alone, or?
Because they all died.
Oh, how?
Well, the temple was left behind in the sky after everything else vanished, I guess. There wasn't anything else left afterwards.
So it was just you? And the Sky Temple, and then, like, no ground? Nothing?
Hold on, who is messaging me?
I'm sorry, I'm doing hard math right now. I hate it.
Quick maths.
Oh, I know Q's
Hold
mentioned
on.
it a lot of times, but how do you spell Q's got?
They're gone.
How's Cam and Puckner reacting to the whole tell-all? By the way? They're being quite quiet.
Sorry, I'm just frustrated.
Pekna is 100% listening. Notably, he does not have his journal out. He's not writing as you guys are speaking. So.
Interesting.
It's almost.
Is it like a respectful?
You get the feeling,
Almost.
like, if you rolled at all, which you get the feeling he understands this is personal detail, hence why he's probably not writing that directly into his journal. But also knowing Pekna, he'll probably write something in later. It's like
Just not in front, maybe.
Yeah. You wouldn't know this, but Puckna is Mark is writing everything out, but I am ciphering it. Caesar ciphering not Caesar. I'm ciphering everything a lot using different things as codes. So
Gotcha.
any
really
personal
cool.
information you literally won't be able to read unless you know the code. But I also directly wrote what the codes are for each person, just because I don't want to forget myself. But like in canon, it wouldn't be there. Speaking of which, has Pax ever mentioned his age? I think he did.
He
He
said he was
did
226.
Was it 226?
Yep.
Because it was exactly 200 years older than Cam.
Huh.
Yeah, so for reference, he mentioned that his world's been flooded for
Yes. Sorry.
his entire life, his parents' entire life, his grandparents' entire life. So it's been flooded for a while.
Yes. Yep. I do have most of that written down, but in canon, Puckna did not write during that.
Because I think this is maybe the first time because he's a fucking sea elf, so he like lives underneath the waves.
Yeah.
But I think this is the first time he's mentioned that his world was not always like that.
Yes, I did remember. Like I was actually under the assumption it was always like that, and that actually I was like, oh, interesting.
The only reason I knew it wasn't always like that is because Haley said something, but I wasn't counting that.
God. Yeah.
It's something like I don't think she realized it hadn't come out in character yet. So I was like, okay, I don't know this.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, you could see that. Like you mentioned, what is Puckna doing? Well, he seems to be just listening and not saying too much. It's not like he's judging you guys. He just doesn't have much to add.
It's real fun to think. It's real fun to think of what a utopia is and how it just doesn't include money. So I was like, yeah, I don't think Pax knows how money works.
Money.
My apologies. I was
Money,
being
money,
fucking
money.
stupid. Anyways, continue.
Where were we? I don't remember.
We were talking about how everybody died.
Oh, yeah. I just woke up one day. And there was a whole lot of commotion, and I happened to be, I was sleeping in the temple like any good disciple would, because I tend to the temple. And when I walked outside, the ground had descended. There was no ground anymore.
So it wasn't always a temple in the sky?
No.
Oh.
I just don't remember everything else very well.
So could you see like clouds or ground below?
No ground below. I have a vague memory of lots of very black and spooky looking tentacles, I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong, DM.
That doesn't sound familiar at all.
Well, what was the name of your planet?
You did catch
Oh,
a
I have no
glimpse
idea.
of Clouds, yes, so you're good.
Huh.
I actually have no idea what the name of my planet is.
I'm pretty sure you rolled the history check at one point, and it was confirmed that you literally have no fucking idea.
Yes.
Huh. Well, sorry to hear that.
I mean, I don't mind it very much.
Yeah.
In case you didn't pick up on it, I don't really have difficulty coping with things vanishing.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything about it.
I guess. Well, anyways, I said that all about me just because I guess you deserve to know why I kind of popped off last night. It just reminded me of back home kind of being outcast. It just kind of got to me.
That's reasonable. I'm not exactly trying to tell you not to feel that way, but more just to look at. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are, because we're all here. Everybody except for Rosario's here, I'm pretty sure. It's more just the teachings that I follow declare that you should look at things completely logically, and understanding that there's always a reason for how people act towards you is important.
I guess. But,
The reason that people act the way they do towards you is never going to be out of literally no reason other than wanting to. There's always going to be something else behind it, and there's things that you can do to change that, generally.
sure.
That being said, there's some things that you can't do anything about at this point.
Yeah.
So you don't believe people can do things just because they want to? Is that what you were saying?
I believe that there's always a reason for why people want to do things that they do.
What if the reason is just because it's the good thing to do?
Then that's because they're making a decision based on their ethical compass.
I feel like I don't think too much about things. My comments are surprise to some of you, but I don't really need a reason to do things. I mean, sure, maybe it's like an internalized reason, but I don't really think about it in the moment, right?
You're certainly not the only one that acts that way, but every decision that I make, I strive to have made having thought of the moral code that I wish to follow.
Can I ask a question, by the way? What is the teachings of your god?
That is a very large question to be asking.
I. Like,
Does it have like tenets that it teaches?
There aren't, as far as I know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, DM, there's not like any 10 commandment type things that you're supposed to be following.
You
Like-
can go ahead and have free reign over your stuff. Go ahead.
Yo. Let's go with it. Let's go with this type of description. So, the basis of understanding for what would, a god of death, perhaps, is understanding that death is a thing that happens for many reasons. Most of them are not things that you can control, and some of them are. And it is not up to the mortal to question why death has occurred. It's to come to terms with it and understand that. Beyond that is to understand the peace that comes along with that understanding, which for some people is finding comfort in the fact that there are a lot of things that you can't affect. There's a lot of things that you have no control over. And that lack of control comes as comfort to some people. And it brings them peace.
Huh. Damn.
For other people, that peace comes as bringing this knowledge to others. I, in particular, I am not going to go spouting information to people who didn't ask for it, so that's not particularly my kind of thing.
I guess this is the closest thing I would know of. Does the name Iltrix or Amy's ring a bell at all to you?
I don't think either of those sound familiar. Are those part of the Pantheon I'm familiar with, DM?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Gotcha.
I don't believe I've heard of those before. Are those gods from your place of origin?
I
Yeah.
don't follow a specific god, but I have a respect for all the gods in the pantheon that I've been told about. But none of the names sound familiar
Gotcha.
to me either. So that makes me think that maybe we all, except for Pucknar and Flint, are from different galaxies. I think that's what you call them entirely.
Rosaria and I are from the same place.
Ah, yes, in Rosaria and Kemp. But I think that the rest of us are from different worlds entirely. Not just planets, but it kind of goes beyond that.
I
Well-
think that's a fair assumption.
Gotcha. Well, that's all about it for me.
Pex,
Did-
I've got a question for you real quick.
Yeah.
What do you need from us? What would be the most helpful for us to give for you? Or like, do you just want some kind of normalcy? Do you want us to,
I feel like a fake normalcy doesn't make me feel comfortable.
Okay.
Kind of like what Q said yesterday. I don't want you to act different than how you feel, I guess. Like, I just like you to talk to me about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It just felt like we kind of danced around the subject and didn't acknowledge
Yeah.
how everything had kind of gone down, and it was just getting to me.
Well, if you're ever feeling bad, like health-wise, you just come to me. But in the meantime, I'll trust that if something was wrong, you would talk to us.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't need to worry about it as much as I have been.
I'll definitely tell you guys
Yeah.
if anything goes wrong.
We should also take a trip to Eka sometime. Pax, you're aware that there's a mountain there that's not supposed to be there, right?
I think so. I didn't really see it clearly last time.
Yeah, it kind of just showed up when Osley
Yeah.
and Pucknar were
When we spent the night there because our Miami ran out,
Mhm.
I didn't know that was strange until I think I was talking to Elodie about it, and they
didn't-
mentioned that the mountain.
Oh, it's
shouldn't be
very
there.
weird. We should check it
Yeah,
out.
Really?
I didn't really see the mountain, but
It's hard not to see. It's like the world's almost perfectly symmetrical, except for the one mountain.
oh, I must have just missed it then.
Well, next time you go there to play your music, maybe check it out.
Yeah, we'll do.
Now, Q, what about you? Is there something that you feel like would help us understand you better?
I'm not here to force people to understand me. I think if people want to understand the place that I come from, they're free to ask me. I do not wish to have the label of iterant preacher who does nothing but tell people about their god when they wish for none of that.
Yeah.
If you have a desire to understand, I'm happy to answer.
Yes. I think we should have a talk about it. Maybe over tea or something. Just because I want to make sure we're taking our time. Although I don't know if it will ever be in a spot where we're not racing against the clock, you know.
Yeah.
Also, do we want to like? Is there a reason why you guys, Q and Rosaria don't come through the gates with us when we first go in?
Is they're probably dangerous?
Yeah, do you remember the first 2 gates that we walked through? It was behind them.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know. I just have a weird sense of trust with these gates. I don't know why.
You have a weird sense of trust with a lot of things, Melody.
Yeah.
Not meaning to be offensive at all, but
Oh, you're perfectly
You're-
fine.
very trusting.
Just because
Yes.
I'm accepting of the inevitable coming of death does not mean that I'm looking to accelerate my progress towards it.
Yeah, trust me. If I didn't have a voice in my head telling me to just go into the beyond, then I wouldn't be going either.
But don't you think that spontaneity is kind of fun sometimes?
Absolutely not. You sound like my brother.
I think we'd get along well then.
Yeah, you probably would, and that's terrifying.
All right. Well, I've said my piece. I'll be more transparent in the future too, if you guys need it.
All right. We're going to end session there for tonight. So we won't be having session next week, nor will we be having session the week after, because next week is PAX, and the week after that
Hey!
is
PAX!
finals.
It's PAX!
It's
So
PAX.
in 3 weeks, it is where if you guys are okay with that, instead of doing a 4-week break, I would like to have a 3-week break. But
I'm fine with that.
That makes sense.
I will double check at the beginning of the week that everyone will be able to make it, or at least most people. We will.
Yeah, I won't be able to.
We will be missing our lovely Cam, so somebody else will have to take over the key finding that week.
No, that's my thing.
But other than that,